and half of them don't work. Pisses me off.
Yeah, you should gotta love that, right? Gotta love it. That's okay, SRB. Yes, we got Duchess up here. Arctic dropped it. There's Kimber's link. Arctic probably has Dawn's. Thank you all for dropping those. I really appreciate that. Tomboy, hold please while I find that link. Well, good morning, Mama Bear. How is your morning besides that?
Hello. Good. I mean, I woke up. My husband said, "Can you do this, 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 this?" I got to go to work. He left, and then I hopped on the meeting. So it's just kind of been a roll with the tide today. So
Non-stop. Oh wait, did she just say roll tide, you guys? She
no, I
said
said
roll tide.
roll with the tide.
I don't care. It's close enough to me. Roll tide. Roll tide, roll tide, roll tide. We said it. We said it. Yes, roll tide.
I could have
Even
said
though
roll
Mama
with
Bear,
the punches, but
Mama Bear don't like football or sports at all. So I'll take it while I can get it. Any way I can get it. Thank you, Tomboy. I found it. Dutch brother. I'm really curious. I was talking about this Dutch Brothers coffee. I was really curious to see what it tastes like because everybody talks so much about it. Yes, Miss Bonnie. Miss Bonnie popped on and joined us last night. I think you were in here for a minute, Mama Bear.
yep. As I said, she looked great.
She does. She looks amazing, and it's first time ever. It was wonderful to have her. She made 2 wishes and requests. One of them was, and I was not happy how she said it, but I'm gonna do it. She said that she would like to be a moderator before she dies, and we're not gonna put it in that category. But Bonnie's been here for 2 years plus, and absolutely. So she is now a moderator, a honorary moderator. You guys. She said she probably won't do anything, but she just wanted to be a moderator. So Bonnie is a moderator. Everybody.
Yay! Congratulations, Bonnie.
Yes, and she doesn't have to do anything. It's just
Yeah.
the thought of it. You know what I mean? And then the secondary request Bonnie had was to have a music night with Caden and so on and so forth. And I said, yes, we will do that soon. Absolutely. Yes, you do. You look beautiful in blue, Bonnie. Absolutely beautiful. Again, it was a wonderful show. I was wonderful to see your beautiful face and hear your amazing voice last night. Cap joined as well. So I think once a week, Mama Bear, we're going to start in the afternoons or evenings. We're going to have a community night, and I'm going to bring anybody that is, or family night. I'll call it family night. How about that? Anybody that I can, I'll open up the panel and we can just sit and talk about whatever we talk about. We talked about, of course, Dane last night, and then moved into Cap brought up the Bigfoot, because everybody knows I love Bigfoot stuff. The Patterson Gimmick video from Bigfoot, the first one ever put out. So we talked about that a little bit here and there, and we was in here for about 3 hours, and it was a nice time. I enjoyed that, just talking. We don't have to be talking about any specific thing, none of that stuff. So it was just nice. So we're gonna start doing family night, guys. Once a week. I don't know what day it is yet. We'll figure it out. And I'll open the panel, and it'll just be an open discussion about whatever the hell we talk about. That's that. I think it'll be nice. It was nice. It was very nice. I thought I enjoyed it very much. It was a nice break from sticking to one specific thing and this and that and everything else, you know. So,
Right.
and it doesn't have to be crime. Okay, we put all that out on a regular basis. We'll talk about whatever. We do, Bonnie. We absolutely adore you. We love you to death, and you do look beautiful in blue. And I hope that you enjoy your little wrench there. And it's wonderful, wonderful to have you here. Same with Cap. Cap, even though Cap he had to lay in a certain position because he's still trying to heal up with them broken ribs and stuff like that. He was in hell of a pain last night. You could hear it. But he had to position himself just so, and then his phone died. He wasn't having a good night, but it was wonderful. Yeah, it was nice though. It was great to have him here. I appreciated that very much. So next time, I hope we get more. I'd love to hear from you guys. Your voices are important to me. Typing is typing, okay? And I know you're behind that keyboard, but seeing your face, and you don't always have to show your face, but hearing your voice, it's an amazing thing, guys. It puts the realism behind the person, in my opinion. And I love that. So, yes, Cap. Bonnie was great. And thank you. Absolutely wonderful to have you both. I really enjoyed myself so very much. Bonnie said, I'll get them bad trolls. Absolutely. I bet you will.
Yep.
I'm sorry that it didn't happen before, Bonnie. I just never thought you would want to be one. And considering how long you've been with us, it makes sense. So yes, ma'am, you definitely deserve that. And I appreciate the fact that you've been here as long as you have, and the loyalty to the channel, and the love that you have showed to all of us. We definitely love you and appreciate you very much. Oh yeah, Cap did great. Very great. I just felt bad for him because he had to stay in that one position to be comfortable, and then his phone died, and we couldn't really talk about what he wanted to talk about. But it was an interesting convo either way.
You know, that's one injury I hope I never have to deal with, because
Oh, it sucks.
yeah, I
It
bet.
does.
I mean, I'd rather have an earache, toothache than broken ribs.
They the hardest part with the whole thing is it takes your breath away. You
Yeah.
can't breathe right. You can't breathe in and all that crap. That's okay, Arctic. No big deal. I forgot all about Duchess's live stream. I'm gonna have to catch the replay. I'm so sorry about that. But we had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves, and we're gonna be doing that a lot more often because of that. So yes. Good morning, Lisa Joe. Thank you for joining us. What up, rather? I see what you're saying. So we're good on everything else. You got all that stuff handled. You're good to go then, Mama Bear. And it's wonderful to have you here today. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
All right, guys. And we're going to start this off here first and foremost. I already put the Amber, well, what should be the Amber Alert out. Beautiful little baby boy. We have, of course, also Natalie Vega coming out of Bakersfield, California. Last seen February 18th of 25. Natalie is 14 years old, 5'7", 135 pounds. She was last seen at 8:07 a.m. at Easter Bakerfield High School in the 2200 block of Quincy Street. Excuse me. Natalie was wearing a white long sleeve wearing a white long sleeve shirt, I guess. Blue jeans, Adidas tennis shoes. If you know anything about Emily's whereabouts or situations, please contact Bakersfield Police Department at 661-327-7111. Good morning, Miss Cassie. Thank you for joining us. Cap says, broken rib pushing up against your lung made me sound like a tweet. Oh, you sounded fine, bro. You sounded good. But I get what you're saying. That's not fun at all. I remember when I went through it, I had 4 cracked ribs. They weren't even broken, and it was horrible. I could barely move. Okay, next up, we have... I hope I say this right, too. Autumn Pergakis, out of Mesa, Arizona. Autumn was last seen February 27th of this year. She's 16 years old, 4'11", weighs 100 pounds. Autumn was last seen on February 27th at 10:35 near Longmore in Guadalupe in Mesa, Arizona. She was last seen wearing a black shirt with black jacket and tan khaki pants with white tennis shoes. Her family's concerned for her welfare as she has been diagnosed with several behavioral disorders, and could be a threat to herself or others. If anybody knows anything about Autumn's whereabouts or her situation, please contact Mesa Police Department at 480-644-2211. Case number is 2025-44578. Thank you, guys. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. A lot of them are indigenous, too, from my understanding, Miss Sherry. Doing my bouncing. I'm a little lost, SRB, and I'm afraid to even ask. So I'm going to go ahead and put that back. Her bouncing thing, huh? All right. Wait a minute, guys. Okay. Next up, we have to talk. Oh, go ahead.
She's bouncing between our channels.
Mm.
stream to stream.
Got you, guys. Makes sense. Makes sense, guys. Yes, please make sure to jump on over to Mama Bear's side. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, notification bell, and share it out, please. And thank you.
Please and thank you, or I'm gonna have to go back to work.
We don't want that at all. No. Blackfoot tribe, Miss Sherry saying out of Mesa. Yes. Interesting.
Sorry.
Jeez, duh. This girl ain't got the energy to do real. Yeah, I don't think any of us do at this point. Sorry, SRB. Anyway, put Mama Bear's link in here one more time based on what I just said, guys, if we can, just in case nobody has it. Moving on, we have Tataro McNeil out of Panama City, Florida. Last seen February 25th out of 2025. Tataro is 17 years old. Was last seen on February 25th in Panama City, Florida. If anybody has any knowledge or anything about going on with Tataro, please contact Panama City Police at 850-872-3100, case number M838302778. Exactly. See? Thank you. Cassie said, oh shit, I'm going back over. Mama Bear cannot go back to work. See? See? Thank you, guys. This is why we need to make this happen. We got to get this channel growing and going, period. Thank you, Wisdom, for putting up Mama Bear's link as well. All right. Moving on. No, we cannot allow that to happen. Mama Bear is not going back to work if we can help it. That's for damn sure. Not after what she went through the last time. That was not fun. Next up, guys, we have Riley. What'd you say?
Said it kind of was for a minute.
A very short minute. It did not. No, it didn't work. Next up, we have Riley Earnhardt, guys, out of Billings, Montana. Last seen December 21st of 2024. Riley is 26, 4'11" when she went missing, and 120 pounds. She stopped communicating with her family on December 21st of 24 and stopped going on Facebook. There was or is a fake account with someone acting like her. She could be in Las Vegas, Nevada, Great Falls, Montana, or Spokane, Washington. She is described to have blue eyes and blonde hair that could be dyed black. Very pretty young lady. Guys, if you have any information on Riley here, please contact Billings Police Department at 406-444-2800. Riley, if you see this, people are worried about you, please reach out and let them know you're okay. Yeah, the fake account thing does freak me out too. I was going to say that too, SRE. That's weird. Oh, same here, Arctic. Same here, brother.
Thank you, hon. Bean.
Yes. Is it Bean?
Yeah, that's all I got left.
Well, say again?
The Bean's the only one I have left now.
How's he doing?
He does a lot of hollering, so I think he's trying to find.
He's looking for his brother.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's sad. They're both such cute, beautiful cats. Is he there walking all over the front of the screen like he used to do?
No, he's standing over there in front of the stairs just hollering.
Oh. Yes, you can, Walt. Yes. Absolutely. Everybody does. Everybody loves Mama Bear.
It sounds funny because I swear he says hello. It's like, oh, wow.
Yes. I think I heard him do that one time in the background, and I was like, what? Yes, Molly's cat does that too. Welcome, Peggy. Yes, we do. We got to keep her here 100%. So you guys go get as many people as you can. I don't care if they're standing on the street. If they can get on a device, go get them, bring them in here, and send them over to Mama Bear's channel, and let's get that channel moving, guys. Seriously. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's hilarious. Molly's cat did that too, and I was like, God, it sounds... I showed you guys that one video we were watching. That one cat actually sounds like they're saying clear words like no and yes and thank you and all them other things. That's hilarious to me. Yes, Yes, Tomboy's cat does. Her cat has an obsession with ice cubes. So this cat will just meow away until you give her a damn ice cube. It's hilarious. I was gonna say Molly is probably giving Bean speech like probably. I can agree with that one, SRB. Yeah, definitely makes sense. All right, you guys. Let's see. Next up, we have Jalen Parchman. This is out of Clarksville, Tennessee. Jalen was last seen February 26th to 25, 17 years old. Jalen is 5 foot tall and weighs 135 pounds. He was last seen on the 26th at approximately 12:20 p.m. at his sister's residence on Earl Slate Road in Clarksville, Tennessee. He is described to have brown hair and brown eyes. If anybody knows anything about Jalen's circumstances or where he might be, please contact Detective Henry at 931-648-0656, extension 5343. Thank you. Next up, we have... wait a minute. I know I didn't go through all these. Give me a second here. Aha. Excuse me. Seth Abarca out of Chicago, Illinois. Last seen February 26th of 2025. Seth is 16, 5'1" and 140 pounds. He was last seen in the vicinity of the 4500 block of West 65th Street on February 26th. He was last seen wearing khaki pants, a purple long sleeve shirt, gray sweatshirt, and black glasses. If you know anything about the whereabouts of Seth, please contact Chicago Police Department at 312-747-8380. Case number JJ163100. Thank you again. All right. Next up, we have Dwayne Scott. This gentleman has dementia, folks, and definitely needs to be taking medication. This is out of Reading, Pennsylvania. Last seen February 13th of this year. Dwayne is 59 years old, 5'10", and weighs 200 pounds. He was last seen approximately 7 p.m. on February 13th in the area of 900 block of Summit Chase Drive. He suffers with dementia, health problems, and is in need of medication. He may be at special risk of harm or injury, or may be confused. He was last seen wearing a 3/4 length winter coat with faux fur. He is on foot and left his wallet and phone behind. He has a large scar across his abdomen. If anybody knows the whereabouts of Dwayne, please contact the City of Reading Police at 610-655-6116. Folks, we need to bring Dwayne home. I worry about people that are out there that are like this, that have these medical issues. Is very imperative that we get him home and get him safe. So please do that. If you've seen or know anything about this situation, please help out. Thank you. All right. Hold on here. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Give me 1 minute here. There we go. Next up is Megan Brittany Raymond. Megan is 37 years old, red hair, red to auburn hair, brown eyes, 5'8", and weighs 200 pounds. The Clarksville Police Department is searching for a 37-year-old woman, Megan Brittany Raymond. Was last seen in Clarksville, Tennessee on the 27th of February. Megan's family is concerned for her safety and well-being. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, contact Clarksville PD at 931-648-0656, extension 5651, guys. Thank you. All right. Oh, my Lord. I think I need more. I'm running out. I got some more over here on this side. Next up, guys, Christopher Sanders. This is out of Monahans. I think I said that right. Monahans, Texas. Last seen August 13th of 2017. Christopher was 40 years old at the time he went missing, 5'9" and 210 pounds. Christopher was living in an RV park in Monahans, Texas. While working with his uncle, his wife, Angela Sanders, said he moved there from their home in Cason, Texas, and in April of 2017 to work in the oil fields. On the night of August 12th of 2017, Christopher and his coworkers had a cookout. Several attendees later said he seems agitated, though it was unclear why. Angela, who spoke to him on the phone, noticed that he had been acting differently all week. When she asked what was wrong, he told her, "I'm so tired and I don't know how much longer I can take this." The next morning, around 9:30 a.m., he went for a walk. About 45 minutes later, his cousin, who also lived in the area, called to check in. Christopher said he was walking eastbound along I-20. He then ended the call, and when his cousin tried calling back, his phone was off. That was the last time anyone is known to have spoken with Christopher. His camper and truck were left at the RV park. If you have any information on Christopher's whereabouts, or Christopher, if you do see this yourself by some chance, sir, please contact Monahans Police Department at 432-943-3254. All right. Thank you, guys. One moment here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Such a sweet baby. Hold on, everybody. I don't know what is going on here. Here we go. Next up, we have Lisa Zaharias. This is out of Santa Ana, California. Lisa was last seen November 20th of 1987. At the time of her disappearance, she was 1 year old, 2 foot tall, and weighed 20 pounds. Lisa and her brother Christopher were abducted by their non-custodial mother, Susan Elizabeth Zaharias, on November 20th of 1987. At the time, Susan was married to the children's father, Louis Zaharias. After a heated argument between Susan and Louis that morning, Louis left to cool off. While he was at work later that day, Susan took the children and disappeared. It is believed that relatives assisted Susan in getting the children to the airport, after which they were sent to live with other family members in Oklahoma. The trio was later spotted in Detroit, Michigan, and there have been subsequent sightings in Pennsylvania, Washington State, and New Jersey. A felony warrant for crimes against persons was issued for Susan on February 17th of 1988, along with a warrant for custodial interference. If you have any information about this situation, these children, and or Miss Susan Zaharias, please contact Orange County District Attorney at 714-834-3600. Guys, this is from 1987, so this baby is going to be quite a bit older now. There is no picture for age progression, I'm sorry, but still it's a touchy case, so hopefully maybe something can come from this. All right. Let's see here. Next up, we have... of course, yes, I'm sorry. Her brother, Christopher Zaharias, again, out of Santa Ana, California. Same thing, November 20th of 87. So everything here's the same, but this is her brother, Christopher. Again, if you know anything, or if this may be you, Christopher, and you know anything about Lisa, please contact Orange County District Attorney at 714-834-3600. It's just sad to see things like this. It really bugs me. And I think that's going to do it for today, you guys. So if anybody has any information on any of the children or people that I showed today, please reach out and see if we can bring these people home, guys. And of course, as I stated, I will show this one as long as they're still missing. We have Anthony Stroder, 2 years old, Kaylin Thornton, 22 years old, and the RSO, Aurelio Cardenas, 26 years old. Still missing, guys. The car was found abandoned in Amarillo, Texas, and they have not been found as of yet. We need to bring this child home to where he belongs and get him away from these two people here. So if anybody has any information, again, please contact the Oklahoma Highway Patrol or just dial 911. This is a KC alert, and let them know that you have seen. Do not try to approach them, of course, but let them know what you've seen. All right, there is that there. Give me one moment here, guys. I'm going to close some of these tabs out. I thought they would close out, but they didn't. One more time, too, I want to show this again. Mama Bear didn't get to see this, I don't think either, but we do have this alert out. It should be an Amber Alert for Chosen Butler, 7 months old, brown hair, blue eyes, beautiful blue eyes. He's 1 foot 4, 17 pounds. Is with this is Sioux Falls, Dakota, South Dakota. Is with Betty Cross, who is described as an African American female, 5'1", 160 pounds, brown eyes, and black hair. This child was supposed to be handed over to social services, but instead, this woman skipped her appointment and took off and went into hiding with him. We need to bring him home. So let's see if we can do that, guys. Beautiful little guy. God, look at his eyes. All right. And yes, that's the next thing I was going to say. Sadly, poor Dane is still missing and there's no new updates yet. This is really bugging me. One moment here. None that I've seen until I'm going to look again. There are this is the newest thing I found on Dane Paulson in the news. One moment here. This one really is like tugging on my heartstrings too. I just have a bad feeling with this one and I don't want to. All right, guys.
The KOIN 6 News breaking news alert.
That breaking news now at 5. We are going into the third day of the search efforts for a missing toddler in Lincoln County. Police and county residents, volunteers even stepping up to help search for this boy who disappeared from outside his Siletz home back on Saturday. The search for the missing 2-year-old stretching into a third day in Lincoln County.
Yeah, Dane Paulson vanishing from his home north of Siletz late Saturday afternoon. Ariel Salk is talking with volunteers. She has the latest.
Hundreds of volunteers are out here on this day 3 of this search. I'm hearing even people from outside the state are here to help.
This is every family's tragedy.
A heavy presence in the river today, including boats, drivers, and drones in the air.
I fish this river all the time. I have a drift boat and I drift it. And I'd say right now it's medium to where, 3 days ago, the river was quite a bit higher and it was running a lot faster.
One of the volunteers helping the search for the past 2 days lives in Salem. She called out sick from work just to keep searching.
This is horrible. I hope he's found. So I came out here because if a mom calls for help, I want to come. So, yeah. So that's why I'm here.
She's not alone.
We've had people from Castle Rock, Washington, Boise, Idaho.
This is an incredibly emotional time for this little community. Last night, they held each other, sobbed, and prayed after a long day of searching for Dane Paulson.
On our knees, Father, we're crying out to you. We are asking you to hear our prayers. Hear those that are here, Father. Hear the prayers in the middle of the night. Hear the prayers throughout the day. Father, we need a miracle. We need this baby to be found.
Lincoln County Sheriff's Office combed the area with help from other agencies, including the FBI, volunteers, filling in the gaps.
We've got our own smaller maps that we're using compared to what the SO has. But
according to the Sheriff's Office, Dane was playing in the yard of his home that backs up to a river, out of sight of his parents, around 4 p.m. yesterday when he disappeared. He was last seen wearing a gray fuzzy hoodie with teddy bear ears, black pants, and white shoes. As the search continues, community members want the family to know they are here for them.
I hope he's found so that there's closure. I hope he's found. And all of us are with you.
Initially, detectives say they were looking for a gold vehicle that may have been involved. They tell us that's no longer a lead. Ariel Salk, back to you.
Over the weekend in a massive search continues tonight for a 2-year-old who vanished over the weekend in a small community west of Corvallis, Oregon. Dane Paulson was last seen playing in his front yard near a river in Siletz Saturday afternoon. Family members say the toddler is very friendly and loves the water but does not know how to swim. Members of the small community held a vigil overnight praying for the safe return of Paulson.
It's been physically hard, but nothing compared to what the family's going through. And our hearts go out to them. And the community has just stepped up so much.
The sheriff's office says they have no evidence that anything criminal is involved with his disappearance, which is why an Amber Alert has not been issued. They say they've searched nearly 400 acres and 300 miles.
Catherine Cook has been following updates from Lincoln County on the search effort. Catherine, what can you tell us?
Christine, today was day 3 of the search with still no sign of the toddler. In an update this evening, Lincoln County Sheriff's officials shared that crews have covered more than 300 miles looking for 2-year-old Dane. Dane's family lives off Highway 229 north of Siletz. This Google map offers some perspective around the search. Crews are coordinating their response at a boat launch just across the Siletz River. The map shows the toddler's home is less than 100 feet from the river. Investigators say Dane disappeared around 4:30 Saturday afternoon while playing in his front yard. He's described as friendly, fearless, and comfortable around strangers and water. The sheriff's office declined an interview today, but on Sunday said there was no evidence suggesting criminal activity. Multiple agencies, including the FBI, are part of the search. Crews are using divers, canine units, and drones with thermal imaging equipment. Also, hundreds of volunteers from around the Northwest are helping search for Dane.
Washington, Idaho. I've talked to people from Boise. We heard about it. We're on our way over. Castle Rock. I can't remember the name of the town up in Puget Sound. Port Orford.
Dane was last seen wearing a gray fuzzy hoodie with ears, black pants, and blue and white shoes. He has brown hair and green eyes. If you have any information on this case, you're asked to contact the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. They've set up a tip line. The number is 541-265-0669. We've posted that information on kgw.com. Christine, back to you.
Yeah, such a difficult time for the family. Hope someone out there knows something. Thank you, Catherine.
Tonight, hundreds of search crews are working to bring 2-year-old Dane Paulson home. He vanished 3 days ago from his family's home just north of Siletz. That is in Lincoln County. I'm Anthony Castro, one of the anchors here at KOIN TV. It's a story that we've been following for the past several days when that 2-year-old vanished outside of his parents' home back on Saturday afternoon. Since then,
Okay, I don't know what to think on this, you guys. I'm really unnerved over this in a bad way. They've searched this river, okay? And that's truly what my stomach made me feel like maybe he went, and they've come up with nothing. So I'm almost, and he was out in that yard. We showed last night, I had pictures of the property. Hold on here. Let me get back to it, and I'll show some of you that may not have been here last night real quick, a little bit of this. And to me, that would have been, obviously one of the first places they went, of course. And I believe it is. But if they haven't found anything, I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little nervous, and I'm wondering if maybe he did get grabbed by somebody. I hate to say that, but if they have not found anything since Saturday within that river, I'm a little worried. Okay, this is his property. This is where he was at, playing in this yard, right? There's a creek here that runs off from up front there, which, that would have been easy. No big deal. And the mother said that he's probably the size of a 3 or 4-year-old, not so much a 2-year-old, a little bit bigger. And still, again, this is about 120 feet from the water, folks. Okay, which, Jesus God, why would you let a child be out there? But I'm not going to get into that. This going this direction, coming down here, is a 50-foot drop roughly. And that's the way he would have went if he came across that yard into that water. And they went there almost immediately to look for him and found nothing. And it's not a super fast moving river. I imagine they went up and down the river, but nothing yet. So I'm starting to wonder if somebody may have grabbed him, because if you go this direction here, this takes you right out to that main road. Okay.
SRB had a good comment. She said he has some older siblings, maybe 6 to 8 years old. And she wondered maybe he was out playing with them and got away. I could see them not wanting to mention that at the time because they don't want to get in trouble.
Of course.
But it's a moving body of water. maybe just haven't found him yet, or maybe he's in the woods. Is there any like caves and things? I would imagine. I don't know.
Probably in this area. I mean, we looked up last night. We were looking up the predatorial animals that could be out here, and there's a lot.
Oh yeah, because I said moose, and you were like moose.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
and Eddie. Yeah, something's off here a little bit. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah.
I agree with Eddie on that one. Maybe they do need to talk to the other siblings and see if they can say something. I mean, they're little, but maybe they can say something that will give a little bit of an insight into something, possibly.
Yeah.
If they haven't done it already.
Cassie said there's caves and nooks all around the PNW.
Yes, that's what we were looking at last night, guys. There's so many different places that he could be.
Cass, you're supposed to say, "Oh my." I mean, I get you
Lions
said
and
it
tigers
first.
and bears.
She said, "OMG, yes, the moose and mountain lions, bears, etc." I'm like, you did that backwards. You're supposed to say, "Oh
Right.
my" at the end.
Right,
And that guy
right.
just said on Saturday it was higher. Oh, I didn't hear that.
It could be. It could be. This is the backdrop right here. If you go right through those trees right there, that would be his yard, okay? And that's the drop down into the water. So as little as he is, he'd have to come down through all that to get to this water. Okay, so there's that. Molly gave me tons last night on this too.
Yeah, I was here during that. You were just
Right.
like throwing them left and right. Just
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, and this is a big river, folks. Now, like I said, he'd have to come from this area here because this house is the house in the back, not the front one that I showed. I'll show you in a minute. And all up to the road, or somebody could have seen him from the road and came at him and grabbed him. I mean, it's very possible. I'm not saying it's not. I mean, he's adorable. So, there's some sickos out there that would do things like this. Thank you, Cassie. But that is the river side of things, and it's very close to this house. And that was my first thought. And I got sick to my stomach immediately over this when I saw that. There was a post on one of the Fine Danes Facebook groups that said the property is surrounded by it is, but I'm gonna show you something. That was my next step. Next set of photographs I was gonna show. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Okay. 1 second here. This is where Dane actually resides, is this house with the red circle. This is the house that sits up front. This sits back a ways. Here's the main road here. Okay. This is 229. That bridge right there goes over top of the river. If he was playing in this yard here, you see how close this is to the road. Looking, yes, there is fencing around, but this is a little guy. He could have gotten through a few different spots here on this road. Okay. Out to the road, I should say. He could have gotten through some of this stuff. That fence right there, there's openings here. I had a close-up photograph. There's even a sign here that says kids are at play, you guys. I don't like that. But there's different spots here that could have opened up for him to climb through. Hold on a minute, guys. This is the boss lady.
The boss lady. Hold, please. What do you think this is, tomboy? Call center? I couldn't think of the word. I lost it there for a minute. I'm with you, SRB. I know they questioned one vehicle and driver, and they cleared them, but I'm not getting the feeling of abduction either. Well, at 2, he could probably get out, Cap. I know my twins were climbing out of their cribs before they were 2, so. Right, SRB. Insert elevator music. Here, hold on. I might be able to do that. Let me see. Elevator music.
All right, guys. The boss lady says hello and love to everyone. Thank you for being here, she said. So, Mrs. Dago, of course, that's the boss lady. You know that. She's the boss of everything. Don't forget that, because I can't. But yes, this is the road, the main road, and it's all of this here. There are holes, and I had pictures of the fence, like a closer up look at the fence. Hold on. That's not the one. Where'd they go, Molly? I think that is the one. So yeah, this is the one. I'm sorry, derp. There's openings like here, and that fence there, the gate itself, he could get through those rungs, just climb through them. Okay. There was an opening over here I saw last night, and I don't know how it looks down through here or up going to the left here, but yeah. And somebody truly, if somebody wanted to take this child, I'm sorry, they could walk right up this driveway, climb over top this gate, or open it. I don't know if it's locked out or not, but and just walk over to him. Okay. That's kind of another thing I'm worried about. He is tiny, and this is really, really like rugged terrain, you guys. So, but again, my first thought, welcome, Critical. Good to see you. I don't know, Critical. I don't know. I can't give an answer on that. And I'm not going to go at the parents right now. I'm just worried about him. That's more important to me than anything. I agree. I don't care how old you are, and I don't care where you live, that a 2-year-old should not be outside by themselves. I'll say that. Okay. I'm not saying that he was. We don't know for a fact. But I
And
still.
Tomboy said in a comment that she read somewhere or saw something in one of the Facebook groups that it was totally fenced in. I'm not saying
It is.
I'm over it, but
Yeah, it is fenced in. Like I said, right here in this picture, you can see the fence goes all the way around. And then when I pulled up the aerial view, you can see a fence line too. But he's tiny. Okay. And there's an opening like right here on the side here. The gate itself, he could climb between the rungs, in my opinion. And it's not real, it's old fencing, and it looks like it was replaced in different spots here and there and maybe patched up or whatever, but there's small openings here and there that a child could fit through because he's just little. So
Tomboy said Discord.
yes, ma'am. Michelle. Okay, hold on. See what she's got to say real quick. Hold on.
For 14 years prior, with volunteers traveling from across missing. He's described as friendly and fearless, and 2-year-old Dane Paulson is still missing. He's described as friendly and fearless and comfortable around strangers in water, with his house, according to Google Maps, less than 100 feet from the river.
Good coverage about 4:25, 4:30 in his front yard on Saturday, the 1st of March. He was playing in his yard out of sight of his parents. The hotel is set in a very rural location. It's about 3 miles north.
Sorry, guys. This footage provided Michelle After Dark put this out, and it's got to be some interesting stuff in here, of course. There is the link for her right there. It is too close to me, SRB. That's why I immediately went, based on previous experiences that I have had myself and things we've seen here. Okay. That river it immediately was like, okay, we got to go there now, like right now. So 9 minutes. What do we say in 9 minutes for, Tomboy? Okay, Mama Bear, no problem. Mama Bear, Ghost wants to take Mama Bear for a walk. So that's going to happen real quick. She'll be back. Eddie says, I wonder if they fenced it in because they live right next to the campgrounds. Have you seen that? Yes, I did. I did, Eddie. Thank you, bud.
Of the town of Siletz, and it is very, very, very close to the Siletz River. So it's not surprising that much of the search.
That's how close they are to that campground too. Do you see it right there? So again, they're in it. Could somebody have come around through there from the campground, seen him maybe I'm just thinking of everything I can with this just to make something make sense with this, because this guy, they need to find him, period. So I'll stop talking and let her talk.
For Little Dane has focused around the river. We are entering day 4. Yesterday they had a whole bunch of volunteers who comprise both locals and also people who travelled from other states, hundreds of miles, to come and search for Little Dane. As each day goes by, it becomes less and less likely that they're going to find him alive, sadly. There is still that possibility, there is still that hope. But in this video, we'll look at the latest update from the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, and we're also going to look at what some of the locals and also family members have had to say. Let's start with the latest update from Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. This was a media release yesterday at 4 p.m.
That's what I was saying, or that's what Eddie was saying too, SRB, that campground is literally right there. So it made me wonder, you know what I mean? There are people that could be there, so on and so forth. So Tomboy said stop. What am I stopping for, Tomboy? I stopped. We're froze. You want me to go to 9 minutes into this? Is that what you're saying? That's my point. Or I would have thought that, Cap, that he shouldn't have been able to on his own to get too far. If I go back to where it showed the property. Right here. You guys tell me what to do. I will do it. Right here, or do you need me back up more, Tomboy? Yes, right here. Okay. Hold on. Let me get back there. There we go. All right, now what? Lead the way. Welcome in, Stitches. Wonderful to have you here today. Thank you for joining us again. They are quick, Cap. That's something I will say. Even with them little legs, they move fast. Okay. Yeah, that's my thought too, Cap. And I would pray to God it would be this second of the latter of what you said. I was at the right spot. Okay, where at? Back up again. Right here. Okay, probably make it easier, wouldn't it? It's in Discord, Tomboy. Bring your hiney up here. That's my hope too, is that he's just hiding, but it's been days, you guys. It's gotten colder and things like that. I'm just, for him to be hiding, he'd be hungry. I struggle with that. I hope that that's, the truth, but I struggle with it. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. What's happening?
Okay, go where it's a little closer view of the property.
You want me to pull those other pictures up Molly sent me?
Well, it doesn't matter either way.
Is this, wait. No.
Go back just a little bit, right there.
Shit. Right. No. Damn, this thing is so touchy. Right there.
Okay. You see that road? The road to the
Hutala, Hutala Road here or over here?
right below where that little pointer arrow is.
Right here. That driveway.
Yes. If you follow on the bigger pictures, if you follow that road, it goes straight down to the water.
Oh, yeah.
Did anybody notice that but me?
Now you can see the driveway comes in here and then it keeps going. There's like a trail here, then it takes it right down into the water. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And somebody said that that house that everybody keeps pointing at is the house that they live in.
He lives back here. This is his house right here. This is the house that I showed you that's up front. This is where he lives back here, guys, which is even closer to the water. So if he was in his front yard, which would be right here, if you can see my little
I don't think that's where he lives. If you get a bigger picture of that area right there where they say he lives, it's a big old pole barn and a bunch of campers.
Oh, well, Molly sent me this photo last night. Hold on, let me find it. Okay. Let me throw that over top real quick. Okay, so this is the front house we were looking at first, the one that has that road that goes back through.
Yeah.
This is the one in the back here, and it says there that was his. That's a. It does look like a pole barn, and she's telling me that's the house, but it doesn't.
There's an aerial view of that area where they say he lives. It's a pole barn and a bunch of like campers right there.
Yeah. Is that it, or is this the house?
I'm thinking where you're pointing out right now.
Yeah. This right here.
Right. The one over here with the red dot, that's a pole barn.
That's what it looks like to me. And I think that's what I was thinking too.
And see, there's that trail that goes straight down to the water.
Mm-hmm. It cuts through the woods right there, and it takes you right to the riverbank. 100%.
Yeah. But
There's
Michelle
that.
After Dark, the one, she pulled up a bunch of the Facebook group comments about that entire property being fenced off really good.
Mm-hmm. It does look like it from the photos that I saw. I just didn't know. Well, Sherry just sent me a photograph too. There's a little place back. I wonder if this is the campground, you guys. With the
Not
camper.
the campground. It might just be their own personal property.
Okay, I just didn't
There's
know.
lots of hunting up there, so they might just have
Yeah.
hunting property.
That makes sense. Let me show you Sherry's photograph real fast. Or Wisdom. I always call her by her name. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, God, he's so cute. Yeah, see, that is a barn back there. If you look at it, 1 second here. That's him by the fence there. See that back there? That looks like that barn you were talking about in the back there, maybe. Oh, he's so adorable. He is a little guy,
See how
though.
that fence is all the way around? He
Yeah.
couldn't climb through that. And
Not
there's
this.
the gate right there.
There's that one, yes. That other photo that I had shows that we called it a horse gate because I grew up on my aunt and uncle's farm from time to time. This photo, where'd she go? Here. This gate is the one I'm worried about right here. Okay. On the driveway there itself, I could see him climbing between those rungs right there.
But I wonder if that part of that fence is fenced in as well as that other picture.
What
Because
do you mean?
sometimes up there they put the smaller
Oh, you mean like the chicken wire fence?
almost like a chicken wire fence over that
Over the
big
gate.
so the smaller
Yes.
animals can't get in.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good point. And it could be because if you look, that's what this is here. A lot of this is what I call it chicken wire because it's got the smaller, like what we just saw in Wisdom's photograph. Yes.
Right.
Maybe
okay.
that
See where, see where it says boys home? You look
Oh.
straight down and see that fence post.
Right there. Yeah.
That's for an electric fence.
Oh, good God.
That's why my son-in-law said he thinks that might be an electric fence up front.
Oh my God. I hope to God that didn't happen.
It won't hurt them per se because they don't. It's not like you think it is.
I mean, I know my aunt and uncle had one on their property to keep other animals away, coyotes and stuff.
It's not a hurting shock as it is just a shocking shock.
To back them up. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't want it. Sherry says that photo was from Lincoln County Sheriff's Department. Thank you, Sherry. I don't know. I mean, I'm just, the water is still my biggest worry. Okay. The odds that, and now that you're saying that with the shock fence and the extra chicken wire and stuff like that, makes me wonder There's signs posted here. There is the sign says children at play, blah, 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 stuff like that. I got to wonder, though, for somebody to be able to grab him without getting through all this stuff and not being seen by the time they get to him, that's kind of a doubtful thing. Okay. I don't know about the rain there. And that's what I heard, Two Stitches, is that the grandfather lives in probably the bigger house. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
probably lives,
it rains pretty good there.
yeah, I would
mean,
imagine.
right on the coast.
Right. All right, let me move this stuff here, guys, and I'll get back to Michelle's video. So we can see, but that's a small linked fence there. That's a good fence. Plus there's this here too. So I can't see him getting past all that on his own. Now that you said that,
I can see him getting past some of them bushes in the back.
yeah, all of these, right? He's little. He'd probably have to climb through and over, and at that point, somebody should notice that he's not there. By the time he were to get to a lot of that, let me move some of this stuff out of the way here and get back to what she was saying. Okay, I think this is it here. Mike says, I've last seen an electric fence turned up to 250-pound man on his can. Yeah. It depends on what it is. Depends on which one. Hey, Chick Bait, good to see you. Well, if he wandered off, though, how far would he have gotten and who would not have seen him at that point? Somebody would have. And that's my other question. Thank you. How long was he actually out of sight? That's another great question.
It makes me question longer than 5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Because at 5 minutes, if you look up, you look away for 5 minutes and you look up, that child's not there. You're going to go quick. You're going to catch up to him, I would think, in a 5 minute period of time. So yes, I agree with you on that. And I'm not going at parents right now. I'm just saying I have doubts about certain things. That's all I'm saying.
I wonder if siblings, he followed them off and maybe
Yep.
they didn't know it.
But they're not missing though, right?
No, I mean, they didn't know that the little brother followed him.
But if that happened and they come back and the parents are going to go, okay, where's Dane? Where's Dane? And they're going to take the parents back to where they last were. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they need to, I hope they've talked to the siblings if at the very least, and maybe got something out of that and looked that way, but I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Very good point. Yeah. Stick around, Tomboy. I'm going to push play on this and see what else she's got to say. And that's another one, like SRB said, or were they just all busy playing and didn't notice that he walked off? That's a good point, because they don't pay attention to each other unless they're playing with each other, period. So yes.
Little Dane has focused around the river. We are entering day 4. Yesterday they had a whole bunch of volunteers who comprise both locals and also people who travelled from other states, hundreds of miles, to come and search for little Dane. As each day goes by, it becomes less and less likely that they're going to find him alive, sadly. There is still that possibility, there is still that hope. But in this video, we'll look at the latest update from the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, and we're also going to look at what some of the locals and also family members have had to say. Let's start with the latest update from Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. This was a media release yesterday at 4 p.m. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office and partnering agencies have continued active search operations and followed up on informational tips, with officials completing additional ground, water and air searches. The investigation team continues to follow up on leads from community members. Official search efforts are planned through this evening and into tomorrow. Community members are not encouraged to search during the evening hours due to decreased visibility and increased chance of injury. They don't want to be looking for you as well, do they? Community members can help by sharing official updates, which can be found on our Flash Alert and Facebook page, and by reporting relevant information to the tip line 541 265 0669. So far, 311 miles have been covered and 682 acres have been searched. Of these 682 acres, community volunteers searched 230 acres, for which we are incredibly grateful. Additionally, the following resources have been deployed during the search for Dane: 88 certified search and rescue members, 4 watercraft, 13 divers, 4 drones, 6 human trailing canines, 40 investigators, and more than 140 community volunteers. Updates will continue to be shared through Flash Alert and our social media as they become available. The next media release is expected tomorrow morning, March the 4th, unless major updates become available sooner. They find him, or they find some evidence of him, I guess. Once again, we thank our community for their compassion and assistance. Our team and the community are working to bring Dane home. I believe this is Dane's mother. And yesterday she said, we need all the manpower we can get when light hits. If you'd like to help us find our baby boy, please show up at 20738 Siletz Highway. And the zip code is 97380. That's the campground. And a whole bunch of people turned up yesterday, which is really heartwarming. If you are in the area, if you are able to search, I assume that the search is carrying on today and that community members will be needed today, but I haven't seen that specifically stated. But that's the campground there, where the staging post is for the searchers. And this is little Dane's house. Now, you go down to ground level, it does appear that the front.
And that's a good question, Critical just asked, because I haven't heard anything about dogs picking up a scent. I know they brought dogs in. Does anybody know? Because I've not heard that anywhere, if any dogs picked up a scent.
I think I heard her say earlier that they only picked it up in the front yard.
Which sounds to me like he was picked up out of the yard.
You would have to play her a whole thing. I don't remember if it was this one or yesterday, but I only sent you a certain point.
All right. So yeah, I mean, think about that though. If the dog's only picked his scent up in the front yard, it doesn't follow him walking off anywhere. Well, I mean, we have to be sure of that. So just saying, if that's what the truth is, think about that. Okay. Welcome back, Mama Bear. I think. Did she say I'm back? I thought she did.
Yeah, she did.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm curious now. All right, onward.
Front yard is fenced. So we've got a gate there, and I assume, you can't really tell, but I assume that there's wire in between these posts. I assume it. Now, how far could Dane get in the few minutes that his mother
look at that foliage.
out of
That
sight of him?
is,
I've heard
it's thick.
Yeah, it is. And for him to be so little to climb through and get through that, I can't see that. You know what I mean?
My only thing is, he might have been crawling and he might have got stuck.
Yeah, but wouldn't he be crying or yelling and they'd have...
Yeah, but how long? It's 3-4 days. How long can you cry?
They searched all that, though. I would think they would have found something.
You are correct.
That's the problem I have with that. I'm sure they searched everything on the property there. But
haven't they searched like 300-400 some
a
acres
lot,
or whatever?
a lot, yes. It was a lot of property with a lot of people. The only other thing I can think of, because it's been talked about already, are caves and or wells or things like that he could have gone down into, sadly.
A tree. That's my thing, is a down tree.
Yeah, he could have crawled in there. Hollowed out down tree or underneath it or something. Yeah, I think they said in total it was like 300 miles
on acres.
Or acres, not miles. Yes, that's a lot, guys. That's a whole lot of acreage. Okay, so I don't know, and I'm unnerved right now thinking about the fact that the dogs stopped tracking him in that front yard.
I think this might be where you stopped it, where she might say it. I don't remember.
Okay, let's see what they say then, or what she says then. Sorry.
Heard, and these are just rumors. And I know once we get into, rumor land, it becomes potentially problematic because some of these rumors will be untrue. But apparently, she was taking food to Dane's dad. That's the house, but there is, I think, some buildings in the back. So I don't know. I don't know why Dane was left alone in his front yard. My concern is the river. You can't really tell whether the river is fenced, but what you can see is that there is dense foliage. You know, this is Dane's property here, and then this is the river. And the foliage is really dense. I'm not really sure that a little boy will climb through all of that foliage. If so, why? I can't tell whether it is fenced, but that's the lay of the land, so to speak. All right, so I'm going to play you a couple of news pieces here. This one from KGW News. Search continues for missing toddler in Siletz near the Oregon coast. And if you think about how close to the coast
That was the
it is,
rumor, SRB.
this person is in Facebook group for Dane, missing Dane
Oh,
Paulson.
that's Lincoln City.
A lot of people.
What'd you say?
That's Lincoln City coastline.
Yeah. Gotcha. So mom took food to someone else, and
That was the rumor, yes, that she took it to either his
Grandpa.
dad or her dad.
yep, whoever lives in that other house, right? I gotcha.
People in this group blaming the parents, as always, but this person says, I took this video about 2 hours before Dane disappeared, so Saturday. The tide was crazy high and was catching people off guard. The river was also high and moving quickly and dumps right into the Pacific Ocean. It also started raining a little bit later. I really hope it didn't go near the water, but these were the conditions at the time, it is very alarming. But again, I'm not sure how easy it would be for him to get down to the river, unless there is an opening and like a path down to the river, maybe. Can't tell from it.
Well, we were talking about that last night. With the drop off there at the top of the property, he could have fallen down that hill and rolled into it, possibly. Now, could that have maybe knocked him out, possibly, and to where he's maybe slightly unconscious because of that hill dropping, a 50-foot drop, rolling down, hitting your head on a tree, a rock, or something, and rolling into the water, possibly. I'm reaching, but yes. In turn, he'd be unconscious and not be able to stand up or know that he's in the water. And then on down the river he would go, possibly. I hate saying these things, but that's a thought I had last night. I don't know, guys, and this is all pure speculative theory, obviously, because it is quite a drop straight down off that property. This is just me thinking, but I can't see him walking down that incline, climbing down that incline without falling. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Welcome, Moonlit. Good to see you. There's a lot of pines and firs, yeah. And a little one's not going to want to push through all that because it's going to poke him and hurt him. So, I don't know. There's a lot of thoughts going through my head right now. A lot.
You Floridians will appreciate this. Those little vines and stuff that's in those trees, it's like bougainvillea vines. They will poke you and stick you, and they will make you bleed.
Yeah, there's some strong stuff. That's true.
And even if it's fenced, it doesn't mean to say they're not catching it. Okay, back to these clips here.
The small rural town of Siletz is coming together on day 3 of the search for the 2-year-old Dane Paulson, who went missing while playing in his front yard late Saturday afternoon. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office.
Sorry. Okay, so this is the house up front.
Yes.
And there's a toy car. So there was more than one kid too, but so his house, I'm guessing, is on the other side of this barn here, garage, whatever this is, over this direction to the left. Even here, guys, look down. The fencing there also has that binding around it too.
See the white thing on top of that post? That is an electric fence. In between the tree, right there by the right
there, yeah, right there.
That's an electric fence.
Is it turned on though? Because I know
I don't know.
That's because It could be. My aunt and uncle had one. They didn't always have it on, but that's my wonder. Is it something that was left that doesn't get used anymore? Is it active? Who knows? But yeah, it is definitely what that is. It's a diode for electric fence. So yes. Sorry for the echo. I'll make sure it's off.
You can continue. I'll stop noticing.
No, I want to hear this stuff. It helps. And he's definitely not going to crawl into that. I agree with you on that, SRB. There's no way in hell. No. And he'd have got stuck too if he did try to, in my opinion. So there's that.
I got a couple pictures that Wisdom sent me that I can
Okay.
show you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I think you're right, Wisdom. There are 4 kids in total.
Like my son-in-law said, most if you have kids and you have an electric fence, most of the time it's turned to
Down.
the lowest that
Yeah.
you can have it, so it doesn't hurt the kids, but it still gives the pets a shot.
Oh yeah, yes, to keep them away from going near that. So the back of the property had the same fencing all the way around.
From what I understand, it did.
Looking at the aerial, the one aerial I saw, it does look like it does, SRB. Okay, you want me to go ahead forward, Mama Bear? Okay, yeah, we saw that picture just a few minutes ago.
Okay, so you did see that one.
Yeah, she sent me that one too. And that shows kind of how big he is. Okay, he's still a little guy. God, he's so cute too. Got his little rubber boots on, everything. Adorable.
Eddie, you might have to go in and come back, go out and come back in.
Yeah, you just might have to go out and pop back in, buddy. That's all. Well, then this changes things a bit for my speculation, and that's understood. I get it.
If he's walking around in them muck boots are gonna get snagged on a tree or one of the real quick.
If he gets in any deep mud or anything, they're not seeing the pics, Mama Bear.
I see it.
I see it too. There they are. Okay, she was just delayed. So that, can you make that bigger? A little bit bigger, Mom Bear. Okay. There's the front house there. That's the garage. So there's a house over here somewhere to the left more in the back in front of the street.
I wonder if this house is where the kid. Look at all the kids' toys in back.
I see him. So maybe it is where he actually lives. But there is another house. There's a little like shed thing in the behind these trees, but I thought there was another house to the right. Here. Yeah, over here. If you can see my cursor, you probably can't. But yeah, to the right. Where that
see where that white behind the garage, there's those 2 white things. I think that whatever other house thing is hidden, or it's a little further to your right and down.
Yeah. In the back, Mama Bear, behind this garage over here. You're going forward. See the garage? Back behind here. Does it take you back any further behind this?
Now scroll towards Dago's head. Other way. Sorry, my bad.
You're okay. Yeah, there's something else we saw on the aerial.
Yeah, I think it's in that thing of
in
trees
there.
right there. You can't see it.
There, you can't see it. Right. Okay. And there's another tiny little
There's
place.
another trail right there too. Oh, that's
Yeah,
the same
all of
one.
these. Hell, they got a trampoline sitting right over there by the riverbank.
Yeah.
See, you don't know. Just know. It does look like there's fencing. So there's the trail you're talking about, Tomboy, that goes all the way down to the river's
Well,
edge.
there's another one. If she goes down and around, I think that's where it continues, is right down there.
Yeah,
I think it goes like through those trees.
that might be the driveway that takes. Maybe that's where the other house is through that driveway there.
Yes, Michelle After Dark said in one of those posts on one of those groups, it says that entire property is fenced.
It looks like it is, except for on the side that the river's on, and it could be within those trees. I don't know.
It wouldn't be uncommon.
Yeah, right. This is a pic from the sheriff's department. Wisdom says again. Thank you, Wisdom, again.
Yeah.
Unless and that's true. You don't know. We don't know. There could be a breach somewhere in that fence that wasn't repaired. You don't have to have a very big hole for a little one to get through it.
See where there's a break in the trees right there by, I'm gonna guess that's a trash pit.
Over here, yeah.
Yeah, that's where that little creek is.
That's the creek that
And
we
I
were talking
think
about.
that is
yesterday.
actually a drainage ditch, more along the lines of a drainage ditch.
Right
Only
here,
because that's
probably.
all brown.
Yep. And it would
Which-
kill. Yeah, you're right.
Leads me to believe it's a drainage ditch, which it doesn't get very deep. What, 3-4 inches?
They would. Well, creeks. It could be a foot.
It's not a creek. It's a ditch.
Whatever. Whatever. You call it.
And it's a creek, not a
Creek.
creek.
It's whatever it
Got a
is.
crick in your neck.
It's a drainage thing. A creek.
The only reason I know that is because we live in a place called Pine Creek, not Pine Creek.
The crick is what I get when I sleep in a wrong position in my neck.
Cassie gets it.
Crick in my neck.
Cassie knows better because she's from damn Ohio. So stop your shit, Cassie. You know better. Tell that to your mom. I guarantee you she says the same thing. Anyway, you move off to Washington and change everything up. I don't think so. We call them cricks. That's right.
What did you just call the state she lives in?
Washington. I did on purpose.
Back up, bro. Back up. No, you don't wash your clothes. You wash them.
You tell my dad that.
I told my grandpa the same thing. You don't wash your clothes. There's
as
no
much as my-
R in wash.
My uncle used
The
to say the
toilet.
same thing. A toilet, yes. And he would go, my uncle was the same way. The toilet, and he'd go wash his hands, and he would go change the oil in his truck. Oral, O-R-A-L, oral. It's oil, not
No,
oral.
here it's oil.
Oh, yeah. Or
Oil.
the bushes. You're hiding in the bushes. What the hell is a bush?
One of the kids' friends one time said, "Miss Christie, can I change your oil?" And I said, "Your what?
Oh,
What? Oh, what the hell is that?"
Earl.
Oh, O-L. Oh,
What the hell? What just happened?
I put down what I was sharing.
Oh, I just seen some kind of cartoony thing, and okay. Anyway, let's move this on some more and see what else she says real quick. You guys got me rolling now. Earl.
Yep. And don't forget your battery.
On Monday, but at a media briefing on Sunday said that
There is no evidence at this time to suggest that any criminal actions were involved in the incident.
adding that the FBI is helping their major crime team investigate leads. Earlier in their investigation, the sheriff's office said a late 90s station wagon was a vehicle of interest and that it was seen in the area before Dane went missing. But now investigators have found that person and their car, and they're no longer a person of interest.
And just picking up on that point there, Dane's mother had shared, I think it was Dane's mother who had seen this car, this very standy outy kind of car.
what is it?
Further
Ford
north,
or Mercury?
I'm not sure you do it in a gold car, but it has been cleared. Now, there are some people who are saying that the cops have cleared this person too soon. I don't know how they've cleared this person, but let's just hope that is true. March the 2nd, a couple of days ago, she said, "Oh, baby is missing. His name is Dane. He's 2 years old. He looks like he's 3 or 4. He was wearing navy blue shoes with 2 stars, white socks, black sweats, and a dark blue hooded fleece with teddy bear ears on the hood of his zip up." And she here mentions that vehicle. But she also says, "When light hits, we are doing another search for our boy. Show up at," and that's the campground address. So this is.
You know, there is a huge casino in Lincoln City.
I do now. I didn't.
Yeah, there's a huge casino. That's the main thoroughfare between Lincoln City and the coastline.
Gotcha. So yes, I didn't know that, but the Arctic said last night that car was cleared. So was the person. So that's something that obviously is done now. But no, I didn't know that at all, Tomboy. Interesting. He does. He looks very happy, and yeah, I agree. I'm with SRB. I have more questions now than I had before.
Little Dan, so cute.
And as of Sunday,
382 acres have been searched thus far, as well as 283 miles covered.
With help from multiple agencies, including divers, canines, and drones with thermal imaging equipment, alongside over hundreds of community volunteers.
Okay, this is why I have questions. 320 some odd acres, 283 miles.
382 acres. Hello?
Hello.
Did he just shush me with his finger?
Yes, he did.
Pepper.
At least it was his index finger and not. Yeah. Did you guys hear that?
No.
No? Darn. That was funny.
Oh, Mrs. Daigle was having an issue. Hi, Doodle. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Some boy singing Jeopardy.
No, 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 no. Beep comes up.
Yeah, I was playing elevator music. I don't know how to get it so that. Let's see.
Captain Jax, they said it was like 5 minutes.
Let's see if this works. Really? Whatever goes. Did you guys hear the elevator music that time? No? Yeah, everybody can hear ghosts, but they can't hear my elevator music. Let's see. Mute screen audio.
Whatever.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I see the shit talking going on over here.
Who was shit talking?
It,
You're the one who
Cass-
shoot me with your finger.
No, I said hold on a minute. That doesn't mean shh. I didn't
That
say.
I'm a female. That meant shush.
I don't shush people. I've been married for 23 years. I know better than that.
Well, I thought you did anyway.
Uh-huh. And Cass says, swear to God. I swear to God. I'm gonna send you a poop in a box. Keep it up. Anyway, moving on. I did shush you, Cassie, but not her.
I'm thinking yesterday we had over 300 people here, and today we're pushing 200 now.
Jeff Lawrence is helping coordinate the search with volunteers. He says the community support and donations have been beyond what he has seen as a member of the Linn County Search and Rescue Team for 14 years prior.
I already have it, Cass. Ha, ha, ha.
With volunteers traveling from across the Pacific Northwest.
People from Boise, we heard about it. We're on our way over. Castle Rock. I can't remember the name of the town up in Puget Sound. Port Orford.
As for why an Amber
Oh my
Alert
God! Did he just call that Port Orford?
I believe so.
It's Port Orchard. I need to go away.
Yes, SRB, you do.
Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says this disappearance doesn't meet the needed criteria to use an Amber Alert in Oregon.
Amber Alerts require specific information, including license plates, and at the time we did not have a direct link from the vehicle and the child being abducted.
As I said yesterday, this is crazy to me. I don't know why they don't standardize the Amber Alert system across America. I mean, look, I'm not American, so I'm not going to tell Americans how to deal with their lives. But it's crazy to me how some states have, in my opinion, a much more inclusive set of criteria for Amber Alerts. Surely any child who is endangered, that their life is in danger, and they're missing without a trace, surely that's good enough for an Amber Alert. Again, as I said yesterday, I cover a lot of cases from Tennessee on this channel, and Tennessee, for kids missing, endangered, vulnerable, they issue the Amber Alert. It just increases the amount of attention that people place on the case. Little Dane doesn't qualify. On this Facebook group, I'm sharing posts from it because it is a group. There is some confusion about the yard and the fencing. So the yard is fenced in and there is not really access to the river from the yard because of bushes. But there may be a path down there that Dane is aware of. So Derek says, no, there's lots of openings. Someone just showed on YouTube. And then this person says, as far as openings, he showed right on the road where the gate ends and it's completely opened. I don't know that it is. You can't really tell whether there's wire between these posts. If there's no wire between those posts, then yeah, it's completely open. But that's onto the road rather than onto the river. I'm just wondering whether there is a path that goes down here. I mean, look, if this is completely fenced off and it's totally impossible for a little kid to get to the river this way, then I'm a little bit more hopeful that he's not in the river. It's just the fact that he loves water that's the issue. But then somebody mentions the search dogs, saying they didn't catch his scent right by the river, right there. Look, I'm not sure they will be able to send dogs over every inch of that banking. But if there is a path down there, and that's where they sent the dogs, then that's interesting that they didn't get his scent there. If this post is true, obviously. This is not coming from law enforcement. This is coming from, what people have said. So rumors can get things confused. But this person goes on to say, dogs didn't alert to his scent by the river next to the house. They also only tracked his scent halfway through the yard.
Okay. Now, here, see, that's what I wanted to hear. That bothers me a little bit. And I don't know, Doodle, you know about these things probably more than a lot of us do with dogs and police dogs and stuff like that. And typically, I think a lot of us do because we've followed cases that have this. The dogs, okay, I'll go back. Hold on. Sorry, SRB. The dog said that the dogs only tracked part way through the yard. It didn't track to the riverbank. So where is this child? How did they lose the scent right there? That's what I don't understand. This is what's weird.
Is there I wonder if there's like a hole somewhere?
I mean, it's possible, but for the dogs to lose the scent?
Yeah,
You know,
that's weird.
that's weird, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna play this back. Hold on.
It's true, obviously. This is not coming.
Okay, so that statement there says, yes, I believe the dogs didn't alert to his scent by the river next to the house. They also only tracked his scent halfway through the yard. This fact alone is why I'm a little confused. Join the club. I'll let it play.
From law enforcement. This is coming from, what people have said. So rumors can get things confused. But this person goes on to say dogs didn't alert to his scent by the river next to the house. They also only tracked his scent halfway through the yard. This fact alone is why I'm a little confused. Well, we've talked about search dogs a lot on this channel. It's difficult for dogs.
And that's exactly what I was saying.
Up halfway in the yard.
That's what it sounds like to me. Otherwise, that scent would not have dropped off. Sherry says that's not fact on the sheriff's Facebook. Okay. We don't know. He wasn't big enough to be on a bike. That's true. Stalked and abducted, in my opinion, Cap said. Maybe. But how did they get into that yard through that fence? If that's the case. I don't know. Does it say anything on the Facebook page, Sherry, about the dogs and where their scent went and whatnot? Because before we go in that direction, I want to absolutely make sure that what we're hearing is fact. Okay. That wasn't Michelle that put that. She just repeated what that statement read from whoever that person was that put it up. And yes, could be more than one person. It would be an easy gate to scale as long as it's not electrified. I agree. One on outside fence, one on inside. Yes. Hang somebody over. Could be. She said, yeah, it shows the dog. Does it say where the scent was tracked to and from, Sherry? I've not been on that Facebook page yet because my Facebook doesn't work right. He could have crawled under the gate or through it, but the gate likely didn't have electricity. I agree with that too. That's possible. I agreed. I'm just saying. And we don't know because Tomboy had made mention that gate that we saw could have had that chicken wire stuff on it to block those.
Like little critters. So
Yeah. To keep like raccoons and possums and stuff from crawling through the gate into the thing there, possibly. Yeah, 100% Cap. I get it. I wonder if he was picked up off the ground if the dogs would lose scent. Of course. That's why they would lose scent there.
But the dogs can still track the scent.
But where does it go? Where if somebody
in a car?
If somebody picked him up, put him in a car and left, they're going to stop somewhere, right? If they picked him up off the ground and carried him to the car, or a car, I should say, the scent's gone.
No, not. I'm going to go back to the Ali Bareilles case out of Colorado. She was tracked by a hound dog for 40 miles after she had been abducted in a truck.
Okay.
She tracked 40 miles up the highway.
Gotcha. See, Doodle said the dog only smells the ground for scent if it's a tracking dog, right? Depending on the dog.
Scent specific, yeah.
Technically, he would still be shedding scent until the car, right? Cadaver would pick up more if it's a cadaver. Yeah, I get that too. I know how those ones work. I'm just nervous. Like it bugs me because I want to know where the scent stopped with the dogs. That's all I'm curious about at this point. Because that to me would tell me something different. So
well, it's 9 o'clock there, correct, Cassie? What's 9:15?
It's 12:07. Oh, there. Yeah, gotcha.
They should be coming out with the update here soon.
Yes, and guys, I'm telling you, the water was my first thought, and it stuck with me, right? But they've been in that water every day and have not found anything, guys, and that bugs me. I don't get that. And I know they've been up and down the river. They've been on the river. We're going on day 4 now. They've been in the water, and there's nothing. I just don't see that. I don't think he's in the water at this point. Has the ground been disturbed where the scent was lost? I don't know on like bare spots and stuff. I don't know that either. Let me finish this out and we'll move on to another piece of it.
Because his scent would be all over that yard. If he was playing all over that yard, and he plays all over that yard every single day, it would be difficult. What a live scent trailing dog is doing, they're trying to find the strongest scent. So if there's a lot of scent, that dog might not be able to find a strong scent. There's scent all over. That might be the problem. It's always a problem when you're tracking somebody out of a place where they are there a lot, because automatically that scent goes weaker as that dog moves, closer to the boundary. That's probably why. Somebody says here, personally, I don't see a 2-year-old willingly trekking through all that brush between the property and the river. It's thick and looks like it's pretty heavy foliage. It does, but again, don't know whether there's a path down there. I've been through brush like that before, and it's even hard for an adult to climb through, and around blackberry bushes and all the other plants. Well, we don't know what type of plants are there. And actually, often it's easier for a little guy to get through places where adults can't get. All right, we've got another piece here to share with you. Some searchers talking on here.
Shelby Slaughter spent the day speaking with search crews and has our story. It is all hands on deck here today in the search for Dane. To my left is where Dane's family lives, and to my right is where crews on the water are searching for this little boy. There are also crews on the ground and using drone footage up in the sky. Officials say 2-year-old Dane Paulson was last seen playing in his yard on Saturday. Toys still sitting outside the family's home, sitting untouched in their front yard, as the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office uses it as their command post. And hundreds of people try to find him. People even coming from all across the state, as far as Idaho, to search for little Dane.
As a father of 2 kids, I think I can't imagine what the family's going through.
On Monday, hundreds of people stepping out to search the Siletz River, using binoculars, boats, and even drones. People with small kids of their own are driving hundreds of miles to come and help.
I just want to be out here and help as much as I can.
Information is limited. Officials across multiple agencies have covered hundreds of acres of land, but still no one has seen this little boy.
We're just going almost shoulder to shoulder and covering areas in that way. Same spots we covered yesterday, but more thoroughly.
Jeff Lawrence is helping coordinate those searches out the Elks Lodge near the Siletz River, and says donations and help is endless, and hopes to find Dane and bring him home to his family.
Waiting for the outcome.
And if you have any information on Dane's disappearance, you're urged to contact the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. Reporting in Lincoln County, I'm Shelby Slaughter, K2 News.
That Sheriff's Office number, 451-265-0669, or this is non-emergency dispatch, 451-265-0777. And this is Coin now.
I fish this river all the time. I have a drift boat and I drift it. And I'd say right now it's medium to where, 3 days ago, the river was quite a bit higher and it was running a lot faster.
One of the volunteers helping the search for the past 2 days lives in Salem. She called out sick from work just to keep searching.
This is horrible. I hope he's found. So I came out here because
I hope her boss is understanding. She's on the news. Oh dear.
if a mom calls for help, I want to come. So yeah. So that's why I'm here.
She's not alone.
We've had people from Castle Rock, Washington, Boise, Idaho.
This is an incredibly emotional time for this little community. Last night, they held each other, sobbed, and prayed after a long day of searching for Dane Paulson.
On our knees, Father, we're crying out to you. We are asking you to hear our prayers. Hear those that are here, Father. Hear the prayers in the middle of the night. Hear the prayers throughout the day. Father, we need a miracle. We need this baby to be found.
We've been showing you those images of the nearby river from that little boy's family's property. And that is because the big concern here is that little 2-year-old Dane Paulson can't swim. And so the concern is that maybe he ventured off and somehow got into the water. And so that's why there has been such this huge emphasis from those divers, the boats, the drones from overhead, trying to figure out if they can get any sort of trace of that little 2-year-old boy.
So that's what we know so far, and it's not looking good. Let's just hope that there's a miracle and he's hunkered down somewhere. Otherwise, let's hope they continue to search. How far could that little guy have got in a short space of time? I don't know exactly how long his mother was away. Some people are saying 5 minutes. Some people are saying it's longer. It's enough for him to probably get off that property if there's holes in the fence. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Noodle!
All right, thank you, Michelle, for that. Hold on, guys. Hopefully this works.
Yeah, scroll through those pictures. You'll see the electric fence.
Okay, this says here, I just want to say, everyone who's suspicious of the right side of the house with the ledge, whatever you want to call it, I personally suspended down that with a rope today with Dane's uncle and my best friend, starting under the bridge, and searched every bit of it as far west as I could go. It's anywhere between 20 to 40 foot. It's not a trip and fall over the edge like you think. It's a thick with bramble fern and tons of trees. If I, as a grown adult, laid down and purposely tried to roll down and hit the water, or even purposely fell, I don't think. Okay, that answers my question then. About him rolling down that hill into the water, because there's too many things there that would stop you from rolling. Okay, that's what she's saying, because of the brush. I don't think I'm ever going to say 100%, but really effing close that he made it down. The amount of brush and trees absolutely would have snagged and tangled him before he hit the bottom. If you haven't seen it, you may not understand, but this I am sure about. There was no hair, no torn clothes, no slide marks, no footprints, no hand marks, no impact marks or blood. And you would not have fell down that without leaving some of that behind, not even a child. Well, that's interesting to know. Okay, through the pictures, she said. Guys, and there's something else we're going to talk about in a second that has anybody thought?
Make that picture bigger.
Oh, hold on. Damn it. Why does this do this to me? Oh, because my Facebook is not what it's supposed to be. Hold on. Damn it. 1 second.
You broke it.
Yep. Always do. Okay. Sorry, guys, about that. Okay, here we go. Make this picture bigger. Yes. Yeah, I see the electric.
You see that there's a red flag, means it's electrified.
Right.
Now,
it's posted right
the
there.
Other pictures, you see that same fence all the way around.
Yep. Yeah, posted right there. It tells you that it's an electric fence, and you can see the diodes on it right there.
Yep, and then towards the guy on the left-hand side, you see the red flag on it.
Yep, and that's all it is. It looks like it is all the way around. You're right.
Well, there's other pictures too that you can clearly see that it goes all the way around.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it only allows me to go through so many without being logged into my Facebook. So sorry, guys. All right. At this point, though, has anybody else thought of the possibility? Nowhere in the information does it say they tracked a scent. Okay, thank you, Sherry. That's what I was curious about the most. And I don't like doing it. Okay, I don't like thinking it because, in senses like this, parents are going through a lot. People that are involved are going through a lot. But has anybody thought of the possibility that somebody within this area, within the group, possibly did something at all? Good morning, Matahari. I don't like to think that, guys. Of course not. But we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I try to think about everything. The fact that they haven't found him we're on day 4, that bugs me. So, or found anything for that matter. It's like he just poof, he's gone. And that bothers me a little bit is all I'm saying. So I'm trying to think of everything. And I'm not saying that that's what I feel happened. I'm curious. That's all. Yes, we are talking about Dane Matahari. And unfortunately, sometimes, yeah, it does, Eddie. You know, sometimes we do have to think those negative things, sadly. I'm sure law enforcement has too. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I have been, Sherry, since yesterday, truly, as much as I don't want to. She says, I think he was most likely grabbed. And that's truly what I'm feeling, guys. I don't think he's in the water. And that's it right there. If he's still missing, all avenues need to be looked at 100%. Did something happen and somebody's trying to cover it up? Or, this is where my strongest feeling is, was he grabbed? I feel that he was grabbed. We have to look at all angles, guys, to understand it for it to make sense too. I mean, guys, we went through the same thing with other children that we've looked at. You know, we look at this, that, and everything else, and you look at the very worst possible case scenario, very last. That is what that would be to me. But at some point, I feel he was probably grabbed. That somebody, and I got to go back to what Tomboy said about the whole 5-minute period of time. I think it was a little bit longer than that. That's my opinion. And I think somebody could have very easily grabbed him. Okay. Let me say something. You see with this red circle? Oh, you're not even looking at what I'm looking at. Sorry. Derp. Hold on. All right. So let's throw this picture back up. You see this red circle right here? Let's say that this child was playing anywhere within this vicinity right here. Somebody pulls up alongside the road that sees him, okay, jumps out of the vehicle, walks up to the gate and goes, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing? You want some candy?" He comes running to the fence. You lean down, pick him up, get back in the car, and you're gone. That's all it takes. That fast. And somebody didn't have to be paying attention. They could have looked away for that. That could have happened in that 5-minute period of time. And being that he's little, he probably doesn't have that mental training about don't go to strangers yet. You know what I mean? Like they said, he's very friendly and has no fear. Athena Strand, yes, you did say that. 100%. It makes sense. It does make sense. And it scares the hell out of me because now what? You know what I mean?
That entrance gate, by looking at it, I think you may either have to get out and unlock it, or there's a code to open it up, but I don't see chicken wire on that entrance gate.
I don't either. And he could have crawled through that. That's what I'm looking. I was looking at that earlier too. Let me see if I can blow that up bigger for you guys.
Well, here, I'll
It won't let it shrinks there we go. I don't see anything on it, Tomboy. It doesn't. Is that I don't even see anything holding it to the post there to lock it out.
if you look, hold on, which one? I don't even see which one you're looking at. Oh,
The
no,
one-
hold on. I'm gonna send it to you on Discord.
Okay. Matahari said, very possible. Look at Summer Wells. Of course. I mean, you wouldn't even have to scale that gate. You could lean over and pick a child up from standing right in front of it. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't weigh anything.
Okay, I sent it to you.
And the one that's in the dark?
Yes.
Yeah, I see it now. Is he going to show it? Hold on, let me move these other things here. Too many links open again. What am I doing here? Hold on. All right, share it now. There it is, I think. It's not showing it though. That's weird. Hold on a minute. Let me get rid of this. Okay, now.
Now we see your YouTube studio.
It's just showing a black screen on my side. That's what it shows me. That, oh, maybe I blew it up too big. Hold on. Yep, that's what it was. Sorry. There we go.
SRB said report 1 hour ago still has nothing.
Okay,
See
so
the
that
left-handed light. See there's the thing right there.
that is electric too, by the way. I can see the line right there.
Yeah.
There's the gate locked there, so it looks like it could be just a electronic lock, maybe.
But if you look at this, the gate itself, there's no
There's
chicken wire on
no,
it.
it's open. It's wide open, right? So yeah, he could have crawled through that. He very well could have crawled through that. No lie. I don't know, you guys.
That's true wisdom.
That person in that car maybe that's a good point. Sherry says that the person that was in that car, they may have been cleared because they don't have him, but they could have been a lookout. That's a good point. They could have radioed to somebody else and said, hey, such and such at this address, blah, 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 bing, bang, boom. They go ahead, the other car pulls up, grabs them, and off they go.
Yeah.
That is an absolute truth, Sherry. That's very plausible.
Because Critical said, who's going to stand out there exposed in the open like that? That's not probable.
No, but how long would it take for somebody to pull up on the side of the road in front of those trees where you can't really be seen, pop out, run over the gate, grab him, and walk away?
Yeah.
Or another probability is the fact that he could have crawled through those slats right there and started walking out. Somebody coming down the road saw him and grabbed him. If he was already outside the fence, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that says that there very possibly is more traffic. Yes, I agree. And the campground's right around the other side there, so. Yeah, you got my mind rolling right now, Sherry. You really do, because that makes a lot of sense. Oh, guys. Here we go with another one. I swear to God. They need to find this child safe, happy, and healthy. And there's nothing new on this as of right now. Hold on a minute. I want to look at one more thing before I say that. Give me one moment.
Critical said if the kid walked to the gate, the dogs would have tracked it.
I would think that's true. Maybe they did track him up to the. We don't know for a fact where the dog's tracked yet. That has not been put out by law enforcement. So they could have tracked him to that gate, for all we know. Good Lord, what is going on here? Hold on a minute. I don't know, you guys. Just a minute. Okay. Some missing people in America posted via Twitter that Dane Polson still missing. This case is seriously reminiscent of the Summer Wells case. Mother went inside a family trailer and came back outside and he was gone. This is his database entry. It acts as a command center. I've seen web sleuths. You can do it there, but 10 times more actually communication in the case. Okay. That doesn't say anything else.
Things that you shouldn't fucking have. The con.
There's nothing else even on here that I can see. Damn. It really isn't. Let me try this. As of now, law enforcement does not believe the 2-year-old was abducted. The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office has stated that there is no evidence suggesting criminal actions are involved in his disappearance. Consequently, Dane's case does not meet the criteria. We know this already. I don't even want to hear it out loud. Okay. We can go here now. I can show this all to you. Okay, so Consequently, Dane's case does not meet the criteria for an Amber Alert. Again, we all know this. So, for this reason, sharing the baby missing flyer picture and story is very important. Everyone needs to know about this baby. Absolutely. The 1990s Gold Station wagon was stated to be cleared, but Sherry made a really good point that is a very big possibility. This Amber Alert shit really pisses me off, especially in this case. And today, talking about it again. Every case we've done, there should be so many of these that could be. I just can't get past the fact of how much land they've covered, guys. Over 300 some odd, 200 some odd miles, 300 and some odd acres, and there's nothing. I don't understand that. There's nothing to prove that there was any foul play or abductions or anything. What else is there? Again, you guys, the only other direction I can go with this at that point, because he hasn't been found and nothing else has, is that somebody within that circle did something possibly, and there was an accident maybe, or did something to hide him or whatever, guys. I don't know what else to think. I don't like thinking that kind of stuff, but I want him to be found. I don't know. It's a large, very large search area. Yes. Have you guys read some of the stuff on the Facebook post under Lincoln County's last update? I have not got to see that. Do we have a link to that Facebook post somebody can send me real fast?
I just sent it to you on Discord.
Oh, it won't open for me all the way. Hold on, let me try it again because my active Facebook is not active.
It is 28 miles from their home to the Chinook Winds Casino in Lincoln City, and that 229 is a major thoroughfare that goes to the casino.
Right. Okay, so now we have this. I just pulled this out of their Facebook page. Or out of this one. It says, does anyone check Messenger? Someone made a tip of location of Dane. The searchers are accidentally going in the wrong direction. That was 5 hours ago. I saw that post too. Something like in Coos Bay, Coos Bay.
Coos Bay. In Coos Bay.
How the hell would he get over there?
Unless he was driven to Coos Bay.
And they're saying here that the searchers are going in the wrong direction. They are accidentally drifting right. If facing the park from a helicopter, they need to go completely left up a bit. There's no logging road, just campsites. Dane is in a car with the guy. Whoa.
Huh?
Dane is in a car with the guy. He's distracted by playing with a toy. The campsites where they are almost never get patrolled. He is okay, just very hungry and not being a problem. He's being quiet. The search team has to know I only have a laptop. What the fuck? What is this?
From where they live to Coos Bay is 2.5 hours.
I left an email and message with the sheriff's office on here. No one is checking. What is this? You can't tell me nobody saw this. It says up here, it says Lincoln County, did you guys see this? It's posted in the group somewhere. I can't find it. Not sure. If it's false, if somebody's putting out false information like this, they need to be chopped off at the knees permanently.
Yeah. They need to be put first in a wood chipper.
What do we, I mean, what? Okay, you said Coos Bay is 2 hours away?
2.5 hours, yeah. And it's south.
So somebody picked him up? Doodle said trolls do this so much. I'm not sure this is a troll, but I get, yeah. Oh my God, you guys. I don't even know what to say at this point. This drives me nuts. The only way that that could be a possibility is if somebody picked him up, grabbed him. In my opinion, of course. I mean, I would definitely think law enforcement would see that and go check. Am I wrong?
They said it's not tangible. It's from a psychic.
Okay. Well, that make more sense then.
Yep.
I mean, but hey, if they think abducted in 2 hours isn't unheard of, no, but they're saying they don't believe that. Law enforcement is saying they don't think he was abducted. You know what? If I was law enforcement, I would contact Coos Bay and just say, look, can you look into this real quick? I would look at every aspect, guys. I don't care if it's a psychic or not. I'm just saying, just because it's not going to hurt anything. If there's a law enforcement agency that's in that area, I'd call up and say, hey, can you guys go check this out real quick? Just because. You know what I mean? That would be what I would do, but that's not me. So,
They're
and
no longer taking civilian help.
oh, hey, Michelle, good to see you today. Why is that? Does it say?
It says they sent anyone who wasn't official home and are no longer taking volunteers. Anyone who's not official or directly related to the family isn't allowed on property to search without being approved. This was said by the sheriff at the end of the driveway.
That's interesting. What do you
They
think?
were also told by that at the Elks Lodge.
Anybody? Any ideas on that as to why?
Maybe they're getting too many people and they're not listening and they're going into areas they're not supposed to, or
Yeah, that's possible too.
because that's what happened with, what was it, Sebastian?
Sebastian, it could be overrun and they're getting too many people now. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to keep looking for updates on this. But I also want to look at this other situation too, if you guys don't mind. I know we're all on this pretty hard and heavy, but this other situation is kind of needs a little attention, in my opinion, too. We talked about this the other day, and this one bugs the hell out of me too. Hang on here. I know you guys know about it already, but it's really been kind of tugging a little. So
say that I miss you so much, and I really hope I'll try to see if he can come visit me next time.
This is a video of 14-year-old Emily Pike. Her family remembers her kindness and love of art. The San Carlos Apache tribe teen was brutally killed and dismembered. Her torso, head, and legs left in trash bags in the woods off Highway 60 in Gila County. Right now, detectives don't know what happened or who is responsible.
I can only imagine that the fact that her hands and arms haven't been found is because she was beating up and hurting her attacker.
Anika Robinson is a foster care advocate and says her nonprofit started serving Emily in 2023. She was living in a Mesa group home at the time she disappeared.
I think all of us were shocked that was her demise. And I know that.
okay, Tomboy, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Bye.
See you soon.
I'll still be in here, but I just got to get down. Okay, bye.
That's all right. Bye.
Her staff and the girls in her home are suffering greatly because of it.
Police say Emily's remains were found on Valentine's Day, about 100 miles away from where she was last seen alive, near Mesa Drive and McKellips Road. Her group home manager reported her missing on January 27th, and exactly 1 month later, On February 27th, the Gila County Sheriff's Office confirmed the remains dumped on the side of the road were hers.
Somebody had to have seen something, right? Someone had to have seen her face, had to have seen her yelling, had to have observed something or taken part of this, or they know someone who did. And I would ask them to please reach out to police.
Mesa police say Emily had a history of running away, and what happened in the weeks after she vanished are a mystery as police continue to investigate her murder.
Michelle, what do I think of group homes? I dated a girl in high school that was from a group home, and I feel like, at least locally, what I know of them, you know, they need to be, there's something that they need to be there, but I think they're, from what I knew of what the girl told me, they weren't then. This was back in 1991 or 92. Okay. They didn't pay a whole lot of attention because they had so many people in there. So maybe, and they had one house mother, she was called, that stayed with them in that house overnight, one per shift, one person for like 14 kids that lived in this big ass house. They were all girls in that one. And we have the boys group home too. I just don't think that one person can pay attention to everything going on. I don't know if it's like this where she came from, guys. I don't know that. Okay. I'm just telling you what I know of them. Okay. And I think that maybe, you know, however many years ago, there were issues here locally with them being understaffed. They have, you know, a lot of the girls that were there had issues that they were dealing with, so on and so forth. So I don't know. I don't know where she came from, which one she came from, what the staffing was like, what the security there was like. But I feel like there should be, if there's not, there should be at least multiple people within the home, depending on how many children that are there. There should be at least 2 adults at the very minimum to be able to pay attention to everything. There should be security, of course, cameras and all that kind of stuff. Good morning, Miss Mom. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, I do feel that is something that should be. I don't know if it's not, so don't quote me thinking that it's not, but there definitely should be at least 2 adults within a group home, depending on how many children there are, and they should be monitored regularly, and there should be CCTV cameras in there to be able to see things inside and outside, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So yeah, and a lot of them here, that's what I'm saying. Years ago, the girl, Melinda, her name was, she lived there. Her sister lived there with her, and I swear that there was 14 in total that lived in that big house. A big house. It had 3 floors. And they, you know, I heard stories from Melinda, was her name again, that they would sneak out all the time. That you know, they would do this, they would do that, they would smoke out the windows and go hide and do this and do that. And I mean, there's a lot of things that go on, you know, and kids are sneaky. So I don't know. Miss Wisdom says that Native girls have a very difficult time in group homes. I'm sure they probably do. They have a difficult time in life in general. So yes, it's very possible. And I can agree with you on that, Miss Sherry. I absolutely can. So the staffing is probably the biggest issue, in my opinion, and being able to keep an eye on everything going on is a secondary issue, probably. So that's my answer to that, Michelle's best answer I can give, because I don't truly know a lot about them nowadays, but we do see kids go missing from them on a lot of bases too. So
I think for any child who has been placed outside of their home and wishes to return home, we see this so often where they are fleeing, right? They are leaving. They want some sense of independence. Her family loves her, her extended family loves her, and we want closure.
Tomorrow morning at 9, foster care advocates will wrap yellow ribbons around street poles near Mesa Drive and McKellips Road. That's where Emily was last seen alive. The ribbons are intended to symbolize the community's love and support as the push for answers in her case continues.
okay, hold on. I just want to bring as much attention to this girl as I can. A lot of people probably don't even know about this, and that's sad to me.
People coming together today to remember a young girl whose remains were recently discovered in the woods near Globe. So what happened to Emily Pike? Her death is still a mystery. The girl's grandmother spoke exclusively to 12 News today, and Tricia Hendricks has the story.
Yellow ribbons wrapped around poles and trees from Mesa Drive and McKellips Road to Mesa Drive and Brown Road, a visible symbol of the community's love and support for 14-year-old Emily Pike in the area where she was last seen.
I'm hurt.
Agatha Key is Emily's biological grandmother.
Crying a lot.
She says Emily was always a nice, sweet, quiet girl that got good grades.
I miss her.
Gila County officials tell 12 News they identified the remains of a girl found off the US 60 near Globe February 14th as those of 14-year-old Emily Pike from the San Carlos Apache tribe. She walked out of a Mesa group home on January 27th, and for more than 2 weeks, she was considered a missing person or a runaway teen until she was found with some of her body parts missing.
Hard for me. Imagine what happened to her.
Her death is now being investigated as a homicide by the Gila County Sheriff's Office and the San Carlos Apache Tribal Police. And so far, no arrests have been made.
We are always advocating for missing children.
Leela Woodard is the founder of the Arizona Missing Children's Task Force.
Missing Indigenous children and women is a big problem in the United States, especially in Arizona.
Leela says this simple act.
I'm sorry, guys. Welcome, Miss Paula. Good to see you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Is a way people are coming together to honor her life and show her loved ones they're not alone. In fact, stats from the National Institute of Justice are staggering.
Indigenous women are murdered at 10 times the rate of the national average. Murder is the leading cause of Indigenous women aged 10 through 24.
Leela is taking a stand to raise awareness.
Awareness is the #1 way that we bring people home,
while showing support for Emily's loved ones.
We can also do community searches, hang up flyers, take flyers to businesses, put on billboards.
Every ribbon, a reminder of love, remembrance, and community strength.
Through the grace of God, I just pray. I says, God, give me the strength. My heart is hurting.
A heartfelt tribute Agatha is grateful for.
I appreciate it for what they're doing for her.
While the Gila County Sheriff's Office says there is no active threat, the push for answers in Emily's case continues.
Her life was taken too soon.
Tricia Hendricks, 12 News.
If you have any information tied to Emily Pike's case, you're asked to call the Gila County Sheriff's Office, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, or the San Carlos Apache Tribal Police.
This is beyond heartbreaking. Both of these situations are. Absolutely. I'm trying to find one second.
Emily Pike was last seen near this intersection of Mesa and McKellips at a nearby convenience store. Her missing persons poster still hangs in the door. Community members telling us they were hopeful for a safe return for the 14-year-old, not this tragic outcome of her death.
People in Mesa who've been heartsick for a young girl missing for a month.
It's really sad. World is crazy nowadays.
Now heartbroken to learn Emily Pike is dead.
When we found out about it, it was horrible. I have 3 baby girls as well.
The 14-year-old was last seen in her neighborhood around 7:45 the evening of January 27th. Her body found on February 14th off Highway 60 northeast of Globe, according to the Gila County Sheriff's Office.
We got a call from some passerbys, and that's what got us out there.
Before the remains were identified as Emily's, an internal memo from the sheriff's office leaked on Facebook. That memo, now removed, described a young Native American girl's body had been dismembered.
We are working with our tribal partners on it.
Near the busy intersection where the 14-year-old from the San Carlos Apache tribe disappeared, Lucio Meneses runs a restaurant inside a gas station. He says someone who knew Emily brought missing persons flyers into the store.
You know, he just came and brought flyers out and asked if we know her. We seen the house, like automatically, like my heart dropped. I was like, it's horrible. We've seen her come in and out. She was a member of the community, very caring, looks like a very caring little girl.
Meneses is now having tough conversations with his 6-year-old daughter.
Just like, Dad, well, what do I do now? It's like, well, you stay close to home, you know, you keep your parents in mind. And, you know, me and my wife even thought about, you know, getting her some kind of tracking device or, you know, a little necklace or a phone.
In Mesa, Jane Caffrey, ABC 15, Arizona.
Now, the problem here is who did this to this little girl. That's the problem. I mean, what was done to her is absolutely beyond insane.
Horrific.
Absolutely. Who does that to a child? That's absolutely horrific. It's unbelievable to me. I know. I agree with that, Mom. I was questioning that myself, and it doesn't, especially at this point, it does not need to be and should not be. But I wish they would not put runaway on flyers. It causes people to not care. I agree with you on that. Same thing that police chief told me. It doesn't matter. Runaway, abducted, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. No, Sherry, they don't. Nobody, no human being deserves what happened, but let alone a child. She's 14 years old, for Christ's sakes. Who could do that to a 14-year-old is my problem. God. Okay, Tomboy, thank you, dear. I don't know. It breaks my heart. It truly does. Thank you, Tom. SRB. Try this and see if this does anything here. Nope. I have to fix Facebook account somehow to get these things to work. I'm sorry. Is there an update on Okay, hold on.
SRB said you already pulled that up, or maybe I'm not sure.
Same one? Okay.
I don't know. I'm confused.
It's okay. No need to worry. Oh, here we go. This is 5 minutes ago. This is for Dane. Like I said, both of these things here, situations need the most attention as of right now, as far as awareness is, in my opinion. They all need attention, but let me see if the audio is okay, guys. Or let me know if the audio is okay. Is this the same one? Because this looks new, but
continues for a missing toddler in the city of Siletz near the Oregon coast.
Knowing that he's been missing for like a couple days is really scary because you don't know what a 2-year-old's going to do to survive.
Today marks day 4 of the nonstop search after the boy disappeared from his own front yard on Saturday. Fox 12's Mackenzie Richmond has the latest as crews ramp up their efforts.
After 3 days of nonstop searching and still no sign of 2-year-old Dane Paulson, crews have ramped up their efforts, putting more boots on the ground and more eyes in and on the water heading into.
And it's raining.
The Lincoln County Sheriff's Office says the teams have already covered hundreds of miles surrounding the home where Dane was last seen, with a focus on the river, using divers, drones, and search dogs, yet still no trace of him. 2-year-old Dane Paulson was last seen playing in his front yard just before 4:30 Saturday afternoon. Since then, hundreds of volunteers and nearly a dozen agencies have been searching by land, air, and water for him. Byron Eldridge and his wife, Tracy, spent Monday morning scouring the brush.
I don't really have a clear answer, Mom, about who was watching or supposed to be watching him. I don't. I wish I truly did, because it would help me to understand some other things, I think. Yeah, it is raining up there. Tomboy, do you know who was supposed to be watching him? You seem to have quite a bit of insight into it. Or does anybody, for that matter? Does anybody have that knowledge at all, if anything? I agree, Michelle. This is horrible. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's a lot of different rumors, Mom. I agree. And you know how that goes, guys.
On the side of the highway for the little boy that was so close to their hearts. Aldridge told our crews Dane used to follow him down to the river while he was working because he just loved the adventure. So yesterday, Aldridge searched the areas Dane would follow him to before moving downstream, and he admits his hope has grown weak.
But that river's moving pretty good. It's pretty high this time of year, and the water's pretty dark, so it's hard to see anything. And everybody's trying to remain hopeful, of course. You know, I mean, that's the only way they can keep looking, is if they remain a little bit hopeful.
Everyone our Fox 12 crews have talked with in and out of Siletz agrees the situation is terrifying. Community members say they've never dealt with a crisis quite like this. They are trying to stay hopeful as answers remain few and far between. Community volunteers and law enforcement agencies are back out searching for little Dane today. Of course, as we receive more information, we'll bring you updates on air and on our Fox 12 app. Mackenzie Richmond, Good Day, Oregon.
That's all I've heard too, is that he was out playing in his front yard and that it was a matter of 5 minutes that the person was not looking for him, or that they didn't see him. I'm sorry. The mother went to another house on the property to deliver food to somebody. That's the same things I've heard, Mom. So that's all we've gotten. We try to stay away from all that other rumor mill stuff, sadly. There's a lot of it, unfortunately. Hold on. Yeah, there's nothing new on either case besides what we've looked at now. Oh wait, is this new? No. Nothing. Again, all we can do is pray. That's it. I have this other thing that was sent to me. It's a little off topic with those two scenarios, but it might be kind of important to see. Hold on. This was sent to me in an email and asked if I knew about this. This is out of Tennessee. It's kind of important too, in some senses. That was yesterday. That could have said 7 minutes. That one said 5 minutes ago, Mom. When I pulled that up, it said 5 minutes ago. It was updated. Hi, Kimber, and welcome. The one speaking was not the father. I think that was just a friend. Yes. And Critical said that was the right one that I had up. So, okay. That's what I thought. It said 5 minutes update. I updated 5 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I don't know who they were. I guess that it wasn't the father. I've seen the picture of the father, so that's not the father. That was maybe somebody close to the family or just a friend. And the way they were speaking, it wasn't apparent either. Said that that's what keeps them looking, is having hope. That's not a parent saying that. So, again, this is another situation that's going on in Tennessee, I guess, that I never knew about until I got this email. So I don't know if anybody else knows about this. Just to give you guys a heads up that live out that way, that it could be something to keep your eyes open for. Is not a good situation. So, a friend who fishes the river. That's what I took it as too, Tomboy. That's a good question, Peggy. How many different people do live on that property? Does anybody know exactly? I know that Dane's family, there was the grandfather, from my understanding, and there was a couple campers in the backside that we saw. So maybe there's other people that live back through there too. I don't know, but family, friends, maybe. I'm sure we'll get more information as we go on through the case, but I guess we'll have to look into it. Yeah, it's like a family compound type thing is what I've taken from it too. All right, let's see.
News Channel 5 investigates the neo-Nazis next door, a large hate group that our investigation discovered is expanding its presence right here in Tennessee. Good evening to you. I'm Carrie Sharp. That group, the so-called Patriot Front, is probably best known for plastering our communities with their hate-filled posters and graffiti. Now our investigation has uncovered new videos that reveal the group is also preparing for battle. Chief investigative reporter Phil Williams is continuing his Hate Comes to Main Street investigation. Phil, you have been working on this story for more than 3 months.
That's right. And during that time, we gathered never before seen video that shows what the Patriot Front is really up to. As you're about to see, that includes training men to fight right here.
Just in case.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Content may include sensitive or violent content not suitable for all viewers. Feel free to step out if needed.
Some people get upset about some of this stuff, so.
In the volunteer state.
Right now, they've got an enemy. If they get rid of their enemies, they're going to have to find a new one.
Our investigation began last fall as anti-fascist activists protested an annual white supremacist gathering inside the lodge at Montgomery Bell State Park, about 40 miles west of Nashville. It was an investigation that would eventually lead us across the state to this large compound being built by a hate group right here in Tennessee. A compound where members train for battles that sometimes play out on the streets of America.
These are smart, observant, thoughtful Americans who see that our country is going in the wrong direction and has been going in the wrong direction for decades.
Now, the warning I got with this on the email, it stated that these people are known to attack other people just out of nowhere. So I'm showing this to warn people that these people exist right now in Tennessee, just to keep your eyes open so that you don't fall victim to one of these people that think that you need to be attacked by them, is all I'm trying to say. That's the way it was written to me to show it. So that's why I'm showing you guys.
Which may be why Jared Taylor, the founder of the American Renaissance Conference, insisted that we not take video of any faces while we were inside the conference.
How about the neo-Nazis?
I don't even know a neo-Nazi.
That is absolutely false. Jared Taylor lied to you.
Jeff Tischhauser tracks hate for the Southern Poverty Law Center, and he knows a lot about the men we identified from outside the conference using facial recognition software. Men like Thomas Rousseau.
Nationalism is natural. Patriotism is inevitable.
Rousseau, seen here during a demonstration in Nashville last summer, heads the Patriot Front, one of the largest organized hate groups in the country. Known for their flash mob protests that suddenly spring out of the backs of rental trucks, members wear white gaiters to hide their faces. Their flag-waving marches are designed to present an image that also hides the hate behind their cause.
When you get within their private spaces online, members of Patriot Front worship Hitler, right? They deny the Holocaust. They use a tremendous amount of racial slurs between each other.
They're very clever, though. They wrap themselves in patriotism, Patriot Front.
So that's a way for Patriot Front to appeal to the larger conservative movement.
We are Americans. We are not white Americans because there are no other kind of Americans than those who are white and from Europe.
At age 26, Thomas Rousseau is polished in his racism.
Life, liberty, victory.
But to lead to videos from inside Patriot Front revealed that beneath that polished veneer
Good take right there. See high. Let's go.
are old-fashioned neo-Nazis.
These are hardened white supremacists who want to see a white ethno-state created somewhere in the United States.
You are now welcome here.
Outside the American Renaissance Conference, we had also spotted these two men. Our search quickly came back with matches. Robert Benjamin Whitted of Texas and Garrett Joseph Garland of Illinois. Both were among 31 Patriot Front members arrested 3 years ago, accused of plotting to create a riot at an Idaho Pride celebration. Ryan Hunter was one of the prosecutors.
They wanted to basically promote a fight. They wanted to get people to respond, make them angry, make them attack them. And, their history is that they then try to play that they're the victims.
All right, guys. So just keep your eyes open, because from what I understand, these people go after anybody that's not like them. Black, white, LGBTQ, trans, anything like that, they attack. So keep your head on a swivel, especially now that they're growing in Tennessee. Just pay attention is all. So it's just kind of an awareness thing. I hate groups like this. It just go away. You can have the right to your feelings and that. Just keep it private. Nobody else wants to hear about it. So thank you for sending me that. I appreciate it. Everybody keep your head on a swivel and be vigilant. I also, hold on a minute, guys. One minute here. Okay, I read the media release yesterday to you guys. Tomboy said that's exactly how the AN compound got shut down in Hayden, Idaho. Yeah, that I think they just mentioned that in Idaho. Just stop with these things. This is ridiculous. Yesterday, I believe they said that they had 40 investigators, 6 dogs, and they were doing a massive search with that for Dane. Update wise, nothing. God bless America. It drives me nuts when there's nothing. I'm looking. We also have there is a missing man. Hold on a minute.
America's future. Plus, insight and analysis you won't get anywhere else. Brett Baer and Martha McCallum host special coverage tonight on Fox News Channel.
Come on. Yep. Jesus. 1 second. I just wanted to show this too because he's missing. Yep, there it is. That other one was a joke. Here we go. Hold on. That's been missing for a bit now. So I just want to get his name out and his information out there too. Oh yes, agreed. Critical. I covered them 2 weeks back, but Ellie put out a community update 54 minutes ago on Facebook. Okay. Do you have it, Mom? If you can send it in Discord. I don't have Facebook. I can't get on Facebook right now.
I can pop it up.
Okay. Let me run this news report real quick on this Colorado guy real fast, guys. That's missing, and then we'll jump to that.
A 31-year-old man was traveling through the Western Slope just 2 weeks ago when he disappeared at the Black Canyon of the Gunnison. He was last seen in the Montrose area February 13th. He hasn't been seen since, our Timber Schumann reports.
On Monday, February 24th, the Black Canyon National Park Service sent out a press release stating a person has been missing since the 13th. 31-year-old Jordan Marsters is a Denver resident who traveled through Grand Junction on the 11th and into Montrose on the 12th. He was last accounted for at 7:20 in the morning on the 13th at the national park. Now, there's 2 separate sides to this park, the north side and the south side. The north side, the road is completely closed for winter, and the south side, the road is closed just past the visitor center behind me here, meaning most of the park, for cars at least, is not open.
We're actually from East Tennessee, from Knoxville. We heard about this lookout, and we thought we'd stop here on the way back to the airport.
Charlie Hill tells me overall he feels safe in the park with the guardrails along the main lookout points, though conditions aren't great.
A little bit of an icy trail on the way down. You can be cautious and still things happen. So that's really a little sad. I do hope that that person is found and that they're all right.
Nathan Lumsden owns the Black Canyon Corner Store just a couple miles from the entrance. He recalls conditions on the 11th through the 13th to be even worse than now.
When he came through here, it would have been right around 10 to 15 degrees. Hopefully he wasn't car camping. Lots of people like to car camp this time of year because it's generally survivable, but 11 degrees with a wind chill, I don't know if I'd even want to think about it.
A popular spot to car camp is on BLM land just next to the borders of the park, though the road is almost undrivable for most cars in these conditions. Marsters was driving a white Kia rental car with Texas plates TXH4349. I reached out both to Montrose County sheriffs and national park officials, though there's been no response. Timber Schumann, KREX.
And if you have any information, you're asked to call the Black Canyon in the Gunnison National Park at 970-249-1914.
All right, guys, there's that. And now I'm going to pull this up here. Hang on. Make sure you guys can see it okay. I cannot see it very well. Hold on. Are you able to read this, Mama Bear? I cannot for the life of me, even with my glasses. I can blow it up a little bit more, but...
Yeah. It says the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office and partnering agencies are continuing active search operations for Dane Paulson. Investigations continue to follow up on informational tips. Groundwater and air searches are ongoing. Community members interested in helping with search efforts can continue to report to the staging area during daylight hours. Community volunteer staging area, Elks, Takati, something, Campground 20590, Bullets Highway. Community members can also help by sharing official updates found on the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office Flash Alert or Facebook page. Please continue to report relevant information to the tip line 541-265-0669. Updates will continue to be shared through Flash Alert and our social media as they become available. The next media release is expected this evening, March 4th, unless major updates become available sooner. Once again, we thank our community for their compassion and assistance. Our team and the community are working to bring Dane home. That's all she wrote.
All right. This was the 9 a.m. update, which we've seen that. Flash alert there. I'm gonna have to do some. I'm gonna work on getting my Facebook page put back together.
Yes, there's no change.
No.
It's 9 a.m.
I'm just checking the Facebook thing here to see if there's anything new. Okay, so that's all old. There's nothing new here either. Doesn't show anything. That's it. All we can do, like I said, guys, is hope and pray. Keep our fingers crossed that something comes soon. We know they're out there searching now, and I pray to God that something positive comes out of it, that they get a positive result from it, period.
Yeah.
And with Emmy Lake Pike situation, I pray, and again, same thing, that they figure out who did this to this poor little girl. Absolutely. 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 Welcome, Phil. Great to have you here. Miss Sherry says no change. Nothing yet. No. Very sad. Guys, just keep your thoughts on these situations. Keep your just positivity. Let's think positive. That's all we can do. I think that's going to be it for that part of the show. Homeboy said, nope. One moment here. Homeboy said to show this at the end of the show, so let's see what maybe we can pull a little bit of a smile through all this. Is there a dam on that river? At some point, I believe there is, Critical. I don't know exactly where. I saw photos yesterday, but I can't tell you exactly where it is on the river. Yeah, I hope you're okay, Phil. Anyway, what we got here? What is this?
No, no. Sit down.
Oh, it's Molly.
No. Sit down.
All right, couple other things here. Sorry, I was muted. What in the hell was that? That was a dog? Wait a minute, I gotta see that again. Are you kidding me? That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. His legs are this big. Look at him.
Smile, Bill. Smile. Buster, I'm really gonna. Buster! Come here. Come here.
You are getting.
You silly kitty. I can't put him.
You could do it if you tried.
Shit.
Swing here. Yeah.
This fucking dog, man. Holy.
Really, Phil? You're trying to say I stink now? Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. You still here, Mama Bear?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Phil says that I stink and you don't. So there you go.
Makes sense to me.
Whatever.
欢迎收看大型飙车现场。
You are.
Well, that doesn't work, Phil, because she's part of the sauce too. So.
Ollie, look at me. What are you doing?
Thanks.
God damn it.
Whoa! See top points up. Let's go. Whoa! Go. That fucker is about to fall, man.
Oh shit, Kitty!
You wanna go eat? Come on.
I was done teasing Phil. No big deal.
Oh my god.
Good Lord, that dog.
She's been drinking all day.
Wolf, destroy! Hey!
What?
Shakira, ¿eres tú?
Come on, man. No!
Go! Oh my god. There you go.
Hi.
Chewy's in the house.
No? You're not gonna react? Oh.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Okay.
That really just happened.
That really just happened.
That was
Wow.
disgusting.
That was disgusting.
Damn it, you made all the cats come back with all the meowing. Uh-huh.
Okay, whatever. Go. Fucking go. You wanted to go out, now go. Yeah, I did.
He said I changed my mind, damn it.
واو كيف حالك؟ الحمد لله يا عيال كيف
Wow. It,
Like, oops, sorry. Oh, no.
oh, hell no.
You hungry?
No. Dixie? Or Sandy?
There's some piggy. Holy shit. Oops. Okay.
Oh, shit. Wait, did that just break the monitor?
Hungry.
Jeez. Where's Molly?
Yep.
She's ahead of me. Oh.
Seriously? Really?
Oh, wow.
Good job.
What do you think?
That guy's not even racing you.
Yeah, he did, he blinked.
That is for sure.
Good God.
Dramatic much?
Looks like somebody I know. Always the orange one. Oh, she knows. Molly's a cat in real life, and that's why we tease her about it.
Oh, she's got her purse.
I've seen that. Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
Oh,
What in God's name?
I've heard they
How?
do that.
How did that happen?
I've never actually seen it.
Okay.
Sit over here. It's not that serious.
Disagree.
Good landing. Get right, boy.
No.
It's a wiener. Dun, 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 dun.
Ah,
Oh,
that's uncomfortable.
right. It's like it lands on your face. What the hell is this?
Isn't that bad for their backs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I assume that's a toy.
I thought that was real for a minute. That was too funny. And I got this other, let's see here. Hold on. There you go, guys.
So this is my cat. His name is. Really?
Oh. Ah. Ow. Why are they just laying there letting them? There's me.
Yep. Falling asleep on the phone.
Крився, щоб я тебе не питав.
What I do? Oh my God, dude. Stop with the Roomba already. To me, it's too much and getting too big.
Это что? Как现实了。
You're making it too hard on yourself, girlfriend. Looks like my CJ. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. You might need to wash your hair.
Pluto. Drop them.
What the hell?
Hello. Oh no, what's wrong? Oh, what's wrong? Oh dear. George? Oh. Yeah, do you want me to play with your stick? Is that what the issue is? Hey? Mary.
Jim, we gotta move the couch. Here, let me, Leo.
Okay, I need you to stop. Okay, that's enough. That's less self-control, please.
Kill it.
Mike's cottage cheese. Want somebody? Oh.
Can you say bonjour? Tu vas aller en France?
I told you we'll go out later. Benjamin.
Don't bite me. Why'd you bite me? Don't do it. Don't do it.
So I just put some dishes in the dishwasher, and I'm like, all right, dishes are in. Time to close it up. And I'm like, that's weird. It's not closing. It's like jammed or something. Why isn't it closing? And then I look in, and
Are you hungry?
You nailed her out. That hurts. Eight.
Sebastian! Bastion!
Thanks, dude. Hey, Gus. Hey.
You're muted. We can't hear a word you're saying.
Anyway, when I try to brush Oliver, sorry, it's this dumb microphone. I need a new cord so I can change it. When I try to brush my cat, Oliver, his body, his back, anything, he will twist his head up underneath that brush so that you're doing this to him, and he constantly makes you brush his face. I don't know what the deal is, but that's what he does. He won't let you brush him anywhere else but there on the sides of his face right here. And he goes nuts with it too. He makes these crazy noises when you're doing it. It's weird. He's hilarious. Speaking of which, that cat looks identical to him too. That's crazy.
Can you give me a meow? Oh.
You're not even close to the water this time. It's so weird.
Scoopy.
catch, buddy.
No way. There's no way that's real.
Make a video.
Yes. Are you done, Harry? Looks like they're pretty good, bud.
Can you let go of me? Can you let go of me, please? What happened?
All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the show. Maybe leave a little smile. Thank you guys for being here and tuning in for the other stuff we looked at. It's very important. If we get any updates on Dane's case, if there's anything new that comes in Emily's case as well, towards finding who did those horrible things to her, of course, I'm going to keep up with both of those. I may see you guys here later, depending on what's going on where. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Be safe out there. Don't forget to love yourselves and love each other. Don't change nothing. You guys are the beautiful people. Mama Bear, are you there? All right. Well, Mama Bear, thank you for joining us today. Appreciate you very much. Oh, the dog had to take her for a walk again. Okay. Well, I appreciate Mama Bear being here with us today. Again, guys, if you have not yet done it, please, please, please jump on over to Mama Bear's channel real quick if you can and give her a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss nothing that Mama Bear puts out, if you will, please. And thank you. 1 second. Where did it go? There it is. Sorry, everybody. There is her link. Thank you, Tomboy, for joining us up here as well and helping us out with that stuff that we were talking about. Oh, SRB's faster than I am. Good Lord, you're quick. Anyway, there's Mama Bear's link. Thank you, SRB. Everybody have a great day until I see you, which would be very soon. Much love. Bye, everybody.
Life's a journey, let's make every moment shine. Together we share, our hearts so intertwined. Each time you tune in, we're dancing in sync. With every story told, just let your soul think. A little laughter, some love, we're flying high. As we wrap up this episode, it's not goodbye. News on the airwaves, spreading joy and cheer. Thanks for being with us, we'll see you right here. Kick back, take a breath, leave your worries behind. This podcast is magic, a treasure you'll find. With every moment shared, we light up the way. Join us next time for more laughs and play. A little laughter, some love, we're flying high. As we wrap up this episode, it's not goodbye. News on the airwaves, spreading joy and cheer. Thanks for being with us, we'll see you right here. Kick back, take a breath, leave your worries behind. This podcast is magic, a treasure you'll find. With every moment shared, we light up the way. Join us next time for more laughs and play. So hit that subscribe, keep the vibe alive. We're riding this wave and it's set to thrive. With smiles all around, let's seize the day. In this podcast family, worries drift away. A little laughter, some love, we're flying high. As we wrap up this episode, it's not goodbye. News on the airwaves, spreading joy and cheer. Thanks for being with us, we'll see you right here. So gather round friends, it's time to reflect. In this joyful moment, what's next to connect? Let's cherish the laughter, the joy that we spread. Together we'll thrive until our hearts are fed. See you next time with stories anew. Can't wait to share more with all of you. So hit that subscribe, keep the vibe alive. We're riding this wave and it's set to thrive. With smiles all around, let's seize the day. In this podcast family, worries drift away. So hit that subscribe, keep the vibe alive. We're riding this wave and it's set to thrive. With smiles all around, let's seize the day. In this podcast family, worries drift away. So gather round friends, it's time to reflect. In this joyful moment, what's next to connect? Let's cherish the laughter, the joy that we spread. Together we'll thrive until our hearts are fed. See you next time with stories anew. Can't wait to share more with all of you. See you next time with stories anew. Can't wait to share more with all of you.